You're listening to The Zone, ESPN Radio, 1600 AM, Cedar Rapids.
We now leave our network programming to bring you the following special sports presentation.
Let the good times roll with the fun of Kernel Baseball in The Zone.
Bring your family, your friends. This is where the fun never ends. Everybody knows when you're at the game. The good times roll. Hey, Kernels, let the good times roll. Cedar Rapids Kernels, let the good times roll.
With the South Slope Communications Triple Play Show, here's the voice of the Kernels, John Rogers.
Good Sunday afternoon, everyone. John Rogers, glad you're with us on this Sunday afternoon as the Kernels will wrap up an 8-game road trip that saw us break even with the Eastern Division leading South Bend Silverhawks 2-2, and the Kernels, by virtue of their split in a doubleheader last night with Western Division leading Wisconsin, with a win here this afternoon, could split with the Timber Rattlers. Last night, the Kernels were drubbed in Game 1 13-5, but then bounced back, rallied from a 2-0 hole to top the Timber Rattlers 7-5. On this Sunday afternoon on the South Slope Communications Triple Play Show, we're going to talk it over for the second straight time with Sean Rodriguez's father, Johnny Rodriguez. Johnny is a long-time coach, manager, scout, you name it. He's done it in professional baseball. His energy and passion for this game are remarkable. Johnny Rodriguez from Fox City Stadium next on the South Slope Communications Triple Play Show here in the Zone.
A triple play, a rarity on the diamond, but produced successfully every day at South Slope Communications in North Liberty. The South Slope Communications Triple Play consists of voice, video, and data communications for your home or business. Achieve your communications triple play with South Slope Communications. South Slope is committed to providing the latest communications technology to their members while continuing to give service second to none. South Slope can provide your home or business with just about everything that connects you to information. Digital wireless phones, long-distance plans, data home and business wiring, video conferencing, dial-up and high-speed internet service, fiber optic installation and termination, and coming soon to all local servicing areas, digital video TV service. South Slope also rents out a beautiful community center event room in their magnificent new building in North Liberty. When you need anything in the communications field, select South Slope Communications. Visit them at southslope.com.
Overcast Sunday afternoon, John Rogers alongside for the South Slope Communications Triple Play Show is Sean Rodriguez's father, Johnny Rodriguez. And Johnny, this afternoon I wanted to start off by asking you what you'll be doing with the club that you work for, the Florida Marlins. Johnny, what will you be doing this summer?
Well, I'm kind of a guy, like you might say, a buffer. Right now I'm penciled to be the hitting instructor and probably the infield instructor for the golf course, our new draft, which is a very important draft for the Florida Marlins because of trades and losing free agents. We had 8 picks in the first 90 players.
You're loaded then with good, young, ripe talent.
And I saw on the internet our draft, and we really picked up four left-handers in the first 7 to 8, 10 picks, 2 catchers, including Gabby Sanchez, a kid I work with at age 14 and 15, which is kind of a get-together. He will probably be with me in Gulf Coast. Picked up outfielder Harvey. Harvey, the former closer of the Angels, he was our 5th or 6th overall pick.
Brian Harvey's son.
Yes, as an outfielder pitcher, but I see that we're going to use him more as an outfielder. Pretty good hitter. I mean, overall, we picked a catcher from University of Nevada, Reno. I think it's Brett Hayes, a left-handed hitter. I'm correct on that. Might be wrong. Might be right-handed. But overall, what I saw was great picks. Got guys with talent and ceilings. And, well, one thing surprising, the first 4 picks, 3 were high school pitchers.
Well, I want to address that because your sons, at least Sean, I know for sure, decided to sign right out of high school, and there are a number of reasons for that. I wanted you, since you've coached at the University of Miami with the Hurricanes, and you know the pro game so well, and you believe in the professional development of kids, what are the factors, Johnny? Is every kid different? Do you believe that the Marlins go in and talk to the kids about the pluses of signing out of high school and the minuses? Am I being naive? Is it strictly a dollar thing where they make a kid an offer he can't refuse? What are the factors that go into that, I think, a sometimes difficult decision whether to go the college route or sign professionally right out of high school. What are your thoughts on it?
Well, I mean, you're asking the right person, having been on both sides. I recruited Pat Burrow. I was the one to make the calls at 12 o'clock at night to California to speak to Pat.
Because of the time difference.
The time difference. And I had to tell him that the college program was better. And I've worked professional ball all my life. And the thing I sell, if I'm at the college level, I mean, the difference is, to answer the question you asked is, some guys are ready to play college, but some guys are ready to play pro ball. I believe if you go in the first 4 rounds and you've gotten more than $150,000 bonus, you should go to pro ball. Less than $150,000, you should go to college, which is equivalent to your college degree.
That's right, about 4 years of college tuition.
Now, the only difference is a guy will get $200,000, but if I see that he is mature yet to handle the driving, the bus rides, everyday grind of baseball, then he should go to college, get used to it little by little. The grind of going to school every day, the grind of college is totally different than high school, and playing 4 games a week, plus you do practice 6 times a week. So little by little, you mature into pro ball. Bottom line is, some guys are ready, some guys are not. The case of my son, it was a tough one.
I thought it might be, because I know you love the University of Miami.
And one thing I knew for a fact, had he gone to college, he'd go first round. But he went third round. So I was caught in between, do I want $1 million or later, or negotiate more, or have him start young? And I said it was fair, it was right, and I let him go. But the most important thing was the Angels are a lot alike, like the Marlins.
Yes, they are. They have a vested interest in the kid, not just as a baseball player.
Exactly. And that's one of the reasons I decided. Actually, it was a deciding factor, because I was cut 50-50 with going to college or going to pro. He was ready to play pro ball, but then I said, the Angels, maybe next time will be a different organization, even if he has 3 years with him. I thought he was ready for pro ball, and with the year he had last year, I mean, to me, was a gift. Seeing him be the MVP of the Pioneer League, 1, 2. When I went up there, he had a tremendous series. I mean, it was a gift for a father. You fathers listening out there, and you guys young players playing, it is the most beautiful thing you can have your son perform at that level, and you're there. It is a dream come true.
It reminds me, Johnny, of the blessing I had coaching college level about 15 years ago. I had the joy of coaching college kids, and it was just phenomenal how much fun and how much reward there was in it, and I know exactly what you're speaking of. We're going to take a break on this Sunday afternoon from Fox City Stadium. It's our second time to talk with Johnny Rodriguez. He's an instructor in the Florida Marla organization, and we'll wrap things up with Johnny in just a moment here on the South Slope Communications Triple Play Show. This is Colonel Baseball in the Zone.
Wouldn't it be great to have someone to always watch out for your changing financial needs for your entire life?
Congratulations, it's a girl. Oh, and a boy.
To help you through all those unexpected moments, well, if you have a guaranteed banker...
Dad, I borrowed your last 20.
You already have that someone.
See you at dinner, Mom. But I need the car.
Your guarantee banker can help you with everything from checking and savings.
Mom, Dad, I got in.
To loans and retirement planning.
This is the life.
To trusts and estate planning.
I'd sure like to leave something to the grandchildren.
So why not stop by your locally owned Guarantee Bank and let us help you with your kind of financial life?
Guarantee Bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Free dinner and another big round of applause. Keep up the great work.
On this Sunday afternoon, our time with Johnny Rodriguez on the South Slope Communications Triple Play Show is dwindling, and before Johnny, that this ball game starts, I wanted you to reflect. It's timely because the teams are being determined for the 8 that will go to Omaha for the College World Series at Rosenblatt Stadium. You experienced that firsthand, and rather than talk so much about the baseball itself there, I wanted you to tell our listeners who are not that far from Omaha and Cedar Rapids what the experience is like for the teams, the players, the community, the fans. What's it like, the College World Series?
Major League atmosphere. It's an unbelievable atmosphere. I think players will never forget that experience. I never did. And I've been in the big league level, too. So it kind of tells you when you go there, the enthusiasm, the way they treat you, you are honored everywhere you go. You're treated like if you're home. The players are treated like they never have been before. The attraction, ESPN has done an outstanding job with that. Even now, I was watching Miami Hurricanes did lose their second game to Nebraska.
Good Midwest team.
Yesterday, but I knew when I heard Miami was going to Nebraska, that was going to be tough because they've been in the World Series before they won yesterday. 2 of the last 4 years. That makes it 3 of the last 5 years. So they got players who have learned how to win, and now you're at home. That's why Miami wins at home, because when you've been in the World Series, you've been there. Tradition, the atmosphere makes you better. I said it was a no-win situation. It happened that way.
The Cornhuskers beat the Hurricanes.
Yes, they did. 6-3 yesterday, and they went on to now they're one of the first. I think we're the first team to qualify.
Johnny, what kind of things do the kids do off the field? Are they treated to good meals? Are they taken on a tour of Omaha? What happens?
Tour of Omaha. We go to high schools. We even gone to churches. At the same time, there's a like a festival dinner before it all starts, showing past World Series highlights. And I have a big one. I was there in '96 when Morris hit that one off for us.
Warren Morris.
Warren Morris hit that one off for, which is my most intriguing experience ever. From having experienced it, it was an unbelievable feeling. But I give credit to LSU, a tremendous program. And Morris getting a pitch and making an adjustment out and hitting it out of the park.
All the things you like to see a player do.
Exactly, but for me, not against me. But the key is in Omaha, the way they treat you. The dinners, they did take you on a tour. All of it, John. It is the most beautiful thing I've ever experienced in almost 30 years in coaching or playing together.
Thank you very much, Johnny, for sharing that, because I've only been there once, and it was back in the late 80s, and it was just starting to take on the big-time atmosphere that you've just described. Johnny Rodriguez, again, thank you so much for being our guest before the doubleheader yesterday and before this Sunday afternoon series finale. We welcome you and your lovely wife, Marcella, to Cedar Rapids for our homestand before the All-Star break. Johnny, please enjoy a meal with your wife, Marcello, at any of our Zio Giano's Italian spaghetti houses. You'll love the Italian cuisine there. And Johnny, thanks for bringing such energy and passion to this great game of baseball. It's been a pleasure getting to talk to you again.
Thank you very much. I thank the Lord Jesus Christ who gives me these opportunities to watch my son and see many people everywhere and see the goodness of this country, which is founded in the foundation of God.
Johnny, thank you so much. Up next, starting lineups, Kernels and Timber Rattlers series finale. This has been the South Slope Communications Triple Play Show, In the Zone.
A triple play, a rarity on the diamond, but produced successfully every day at South Slope Communications in North Liberty. The South Slope Communications Triple Play consists of voice, video, and data communications for your home or business. Achieve your communications triple play with South Slope Communications. South Slope is committed to providing the latest communications technology to their members while continuing to give service second to none. South Slope can provide your home or business with just about everything that connects you to information. Digital wireless phones, long-distance plans, data home and business wiring, video conferencing, dial-up and high-speed internet service, fiber optic installation and termination, and coming soon to all local servicing areas, digital video TV service. South Slope also rents out a beautiful community center event room in their magnificent new building in North Liberty. When you need anything in the communications field, select South Slope Communications. Visit them at southslope.com.
Good afternoon, Kernel fans. John Rogers, glad to be with you on this Sunday afternoon as the Kernels conclude an 8-game road trip that could be a very prosperous one. With a win here this afternoon, it would give the Kernels a 4-4 record against the two top teams in the Midwest League, the South Bend Silverhawks, with whom we split to start this road trip 4 games at 2-2, and thanks to a nightcap win in the doubleheader last night, 7-5, the Kernels are in a position with a win here this afternoon to go 4-4 on the 8-game road trip. Let's set the starting lineups on this 85-degree glorious Sunday afternoon in Appleton, Wisconsin. First for the division-leading Wisconsin Timber Rattlers. They're in a dead heat at the top of the West with the Clinton Lumber Kings. Both clubs have records of 35-27. Scott Steinman is the skipper of the Wisconsin Ball Club, and he played here in 1997, was also the Timber Rattler hitting coach a couple of years ago, and comes to Wisconsin in his first year as their manager from Peoria in the Arizona Rookie League ranks. It's quite a potent lineup for the division-leading Timber Rattlers. Sebastian Boucher leads off in center field. He's hitting .440 against the Kernels, .331 overall. Batting second, Young Chi Chen at third base. Chen is 9 for 28 against the Kernels. That's a .321 average. Switch hitting shortstop Asdrúbal Cabrera, sixth in the league with a .327 average, will bat third and play shortstop for Wisconsin. He's batting .327, sixth highest average in the league. Mike Wilson, third in the league with 44 runs scored, is batting cleanup today for Wisconsin. Mike's in right field. Batting fifth and catching for Wisconsin is Rob Johnson. Johnson struggled against the Kernels. He's just 2 for 19 against us in 6 games. Batting sixth, he has slugged 2 home runs against the Kernels in our first 7 meetings. Marshall Hubbard, the designated hitter, batting sixth. Brandon Green will be at first base and bat seventh for Wisconsin. Hitting eighth, he was plagued by some fielding difficulties in the nightcap last night. He made 3 errors. Oswaldo Navarro is at second base. He played shortstop in the second game last night and made those 3 errors. But Navarro bats eighth at second base. And batting ninth, just 3 for 26 against the Kernels in 7 games, Josh Womack, the left fielder. On the hill for Wisconsin today is a 19-year-old southpaw out of Venezuela, checked out of Colombia, is Julio Santiago. Julio Santiago, 0-1 in 2 starts, and a 4.35 ERA. Santiago is just 19 years old. He's a 6-foot, 155-pound lefty, so he's not a big guy. 19 years old out of Colombia is Julio Santiago. He pitched against the Kernels. It was his Midwest League debut the first of this month, June 1st. No decision in a Kernel 4-3 10-inning win at home against these Timber Rattlers. Santiago acquitted himself very well in his debut as a Timber Rattler against us. 5 innings pitched. He gave up 2 runs on 4 hits, struck out 2, and walked 1. That's how the Timber Rattlers will line up this afternoon. Allen Motor Company now proud to present the Kernel starting lineup. General Motors has announced employee pricing for everyone. That means all of us in eastern Iowa can visit Allen Motor Company, and we get the same General Motors employee discount as the employees of General Motors get. We will pay what they pay, not a cent more. For the first time in history, everyone gets the General Motors employee discount. And at Allen Motor Company, that means an employee discount price of $21,312 on the best-selling full-size car in America. That's right, 2005 Buick LeSabres are employee discount priced at just $21,312 right now at Allen Motor Company. General Motors employee pricing for everyone. Add that to the 102nd year birthday bash sale at Allen's. That means if you buy or lease now, you'll get your first year's maintenance free on Allen's. What a fabulous time it is to visit Allen's campus, I-380 and Boyson Road, exit 25 in Hiawatha. They're open late tomorrow until 9 o'clock. The Allen Motor Company Kernel starting lineup on this bright, sunny Sunday afternoon has switch-hitting shortstop Alexi Casilla leading off. Alexi's batting .320 against Wisconsin. Nate Sutton will be at second base today, and Nate will bat second. Hitting third, Eastern Division All-Star starter, center fielder Aaron Peel. Peel is batting .526 against the Timber Rattlers this year. He's 10 for 19. Aaron is 10th in the league in hitting with a .319 average. Aaron Peel in center field hitting third for the Kernels in the Allen Motor Company lineup today. The cleanup batter in left field is Drew Toussaint. Tommy Duenas has shown a great deal of fortitude and endurance in this series. He'll catch the 4th straight game. Duenas bats 5th behind the plate. Tommy has slugged 4 home runs in his last 4 games. Warner Madrigal is batting 6th in the Allen Motor Company order. Warner's in right field. Jordan Renz will serve as the designated hitter this afternoon and bat 7th. Hitting 8th in the Allen Motor Company order and playing first base is Chris Walston. And Jason Ramos will bat 9th and play at the hot corner this afternoon. Ramos batting 9th at third base. On the hill for the Kernels is Rafael Rodriguez. The 20-year-old Dominican right-hander has had a splendid first half. Rafi's 4-2 with a 2.85 ERA. Rafael Rodriguez, a no decision in a Kernel 4-2 loss Monday night at Kovaleski Stadium. Rafael in 6 1/3 gave up just 1 run to the Silverhawks on 5 hits in 6 1/3, fanned 4 and walked 1. Rafael Rodriguez making his 13th start of the year, Midwest League All-Star, 4-2 record, 2.85 earned run average. Several hundred boy and Cub Scouts are down on the field right behind home plate on the warning track material. They're facing the pitching mound, and they're announcing the starting lineups for both ball clubs here at Fox City Stadium. Anderson and Brown Eye Care is proud to present our umpiring crew. Jeff Lascola will be behind the plate today in the series finale, and his partner on the diamond is Joe Dobo, D-O-B-O. Anderson and Brown Eye Care, the official eye care provider of the Kernels, they have moved to their new location. It's on Boyson Road, just off I-380 next to Intent City, and Anderson and Brown Eye Care is now proud to be a full-service eyewear provider. That means in addition to the contact lens service that you've grown so used to, you can now also purchase glasses at Anderson and Brown Eye Care. We'll be back home tomorrow evening to start a 7-game homestand that will end the season's first half. And a real bright note for the Kernels, they are now in 7th place in the 8-team Western Division standings. By virtue of the win in the nightcap here last night, the Kernels are a half game ahead of 8th place Kane County. The Kernels are 3 games behind Beloit, and the Kernels are 5 games back of 4th place Burlington in the Western Division first half standings. We'll be playing at home Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday nights against the Kansas City Royal minor leaguers, the Burlington Bees, and Wednesday is a Buck a Cup Wednesday. That means you can get a 12-ounce beer, a bottled water, or a soda pop for just $1 on Wednesday, June 15th. That date is also Iowa City Coralville night at the ballpark, and the Kernels will be wearing the black and gold of Iowa. The Kernels will be wearing Hawkeye jerseys Wednesday night, the 15th of June. The game starts at 7, and the gates open at 6. And we encourage you to come on out, not only for Buck a Cup Wednesday, but you can bid, you can be a part of an auction that will see those jerseys go right off the backs of the Kernel players to you. The Hawkeye jerseys will be auctioned off the backs of the Kernel players on Wednesday night, Iowa City Coralville night, and the Kernels will be wearing Hawkeye jerseys. The jerseys being worn today by the Kernels are their red knit batting practice tops with navy blue hats, all navy blue caps, the Kernel emblem etched on the bill of the caps, and then, or etched on the crest of the caps. The Wisconsin Timber Rattlers are wearing their black knit batting practice tops with black hats and silver bills. Wisconsin has silver numbers on the back of their black knit batting practice tops. They're wearing white home pants with black socks. Wisconsin has taken the field. The wind is blowing strong from the right field foul pole towards left center field, where the scoreboard dominates the scene. And here at Fox City Stadium on this lovely Sunday, let's pause to honor America with the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous skies, o'er the ramparts we watched with so gallantly stream, and the rockets for the Lord, the lovebirds singing out, gave proof to the night that our flag was still there.
That's the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner here from Fox City Stadium in Appleton, where the Kernels, with a win this afternoon, will gain a split not only in this series but on the 8-game road trip. Stand by. Fun and excitement next. Midwest League Baseball, Kernel style. This is Kernel Baseball in the Zone.
A triple play, a rarity on the diamond, but produced successfully every day at South Slope Communications in North Liberty. The South Slope Communications triple play consists of voice, video, and data communications for your home or business. Achieve your communications triple play with South Slope Communications. South Slope is committed to providing the latest communications technology to their members while continuing to give service second to none. South Slope can provide your home or business with just about everything that connects you to information. Digital wireless phones, long-distance plans, data home and business wiring, video conferencing, dial-up and high-speed internet service, fiber optic installation and termination, and coming soon to all local servicing areas, digital video TV service. South Slope also rents out a beautiful community center event room in their magnificent new building in North Liberty. When you need anything in the communications field, select South Slope Communications. Visit them at southslope.com.
As we're set to get underway here in Appleton, Alexi Casilla, Nate Sutton, Aaron Teal to face 19-year-old lefty Julio Santiago. We, the Kernels, are accepting the challenge to help the community raise 15 tons of food for area food assistance programs by participating in the 3rd annual Freedom from Hunger Community Challenge Food Drive. We're asking you to help us strike out hunger by bringing donations of non-perishable food items to Veterans Memorial Stadium beginning Thursday, this Thursday the 23rd, through, not this Thursday, the first Thursday after the All-Star break, Thursday the 23rd through Sunday the 26th of June. A vintage Army Troop transport vehicle will be parked outside the ballpark on Thursday the 23rd and Friday the 24th, and our goal is to have you help us fill that truck with food for the Freedom Festival Parade on June 25th. Your non-perishable food donations also will be accepted on Saturday the 25th and Sunday the 26th. You can just deposit those donations in the troop truck or the specially marked totes at the stadium to help our community enjoy freedom from hunger. Ball one is outside to Alexi Casilla from the lefty. Now Alexi rips one fair into the left field corner. It'll be cut off by Josh Womack, and Casilla down the left field line it went is aboard with a leadoff single here this afternoon. A 1-0 pitch, and Alexi Casilla cranked it fair over the third baseman, Young Chi Chen's head. And that gives the Kernels their first base runner of the afternoon. Alexi Casilla is now 9 for 26 against Wisconsin pitching this season. The batter is Nate Sutton. Nate, a left-handed hitter facing a lefty, and the first pitch is a strike called from Sutton to Julio Garcia. Or from Julio Santiago, excuse me. Julio Santiago, the left-hander, is set. Now he throws to first, and Alexi Casilla is back. Alexi Casilla has singled down the left field line to open the game up here this afternoon. And what a lovely day we have for baseball in the Fox River Valley. Ball one is low and outside to Nate Sutton from Julio Santiago, making his third start of the season for the Timber Rattlers. Nate Sutton's batting .238. No homers, 7 RBIs. He played in the first game last night, went 0 for 3, walked and scored in the Kernel 3-run 6th inning, and then sat out the second game. Sutton, a left-handed batter, wears his Red Sox up high. Wisconsin in black knit tops, the Kernels in red knit tops. The pitch is swung on and dribbled foul up the third base line, and Nate Sutton, with Alexi Casilla running, is in the hole, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The temperature here this afternoon is 85 degrees. Nate Sutton, a left-handed batter, trying to measure this southpaw. A throw to first, and Casilla dives backhand first. Wisconsin and Clinton are now tied atop the Western Division standings with 8 games to go, counting today. They're both 35 and 27. Casilla returns safely. Another throw over there from the lefty, Santiago. Julio leans in and has his sign from the catcher, Rob Johnson. The next pitch hits Nate Sutton. It hits Sutton in the right forearm and ricochets all the way up to the backstop. Nate Sutton now stops at the fungo hitting circle, and Bobby Magallanes and the Kernels trainer, Eric Munson, come out. Nate is now walking gingerly up the first base line, and I believe they're going to make him come back and hit. They think that ball hit his bat. Sutton is writhing in pain, and the plate umpire is going to look at Nate Sutton. He was going to make him come back and hit. Now he's being awarded first base. Sutton probably has a giant welt on his hand, and now here comes Scott Steinman, the manager of the Timber Rattlers, arguing that that ball hit Sutton's bat and not Nate. Nate Sutton has an injury to his right hand or a finger, and he may have to be pinch run for here. He's being looked over by Eric Munson, the Kernel trainer, right next to the oval-shaped fungo hitting circle up the first base line. The question now is, will Sean Rodriguez have to come into the game to replace Nate Sutton? Eric Munson is taking a good long look at Nate Sutton's right hand, and I think they're going to pinch run for Nate Sutton. Bobby Magallanes walking across the dirt batting circle, apparently not going to make a change at the moment. Eric Munson is still looking at Nate Sutton as Nate is trying to shake off the effects of being hit on a 1-2 delivery from lefty Julio Santiago. And Scott Steinman, the manager of the Timber Rattlers, is still arguing with the plate umpire about whether Sutton... There's no doubt Sutton was hit by the pitch. The question is, did the pitch hit the bat? And if it did hit the bat, Scott Steinman, the manager for the Timber Rattlers, is pleading his case that if that pitch hit Sutton's bat and it ricocheted all the way to the top of the backstop before falling at the feet of Aaron Peel, the on-deck hitter, why is Nate Sutton being awarded first base? And Scott Steinman is still arguing his case right behind home plate on the edge of the dirt batting circle. He's facing the backstop. The umpire, Jeff Lascola, has his back to the screen, and the conversation continues. We've had a lengthy delay here in the top of the first inning. The Kernels have runners at first and second with nobody out. And Scott Steinman is still pleading his case with his hands out in that pleading position with the palms facing the sky. And Jeff Lascola has awarded Nate Sutton first base. Nate continues to look at his right hand. I don't know if the pitch hit him in the hand, the thumb, the index finger, or one of his other digits, but he is still looking at his right hand. Standing next to him is Justin Bachman. And the argument continues between the plate umpire, Jeff Lascola, and Scott Steinman, the manager of the Timber Rattlers. Aaron Peel, who's red hot against Wisconsin, 10 for his last 19, or 10 for 19 against the Timber Rattlers, is still waiting to find out if this call will be changed or whether perhaps Scott Steinman will be thrown out of the game for his prolonged and lengthy argument with the plate umpire. What a series for Aaron Peel. Peel in this series is 7 for 12. And Aaron Peel knocked in 4 runs in the Kernel doubleheader split here last night. Peel was 3 for 3 in the second game, a bases-loaded 2-run double that put the Kernels ahead 7-4 in the 6th inning. The Kernels won at 7-5. Scott Steinman still right in the face of Jeff Lascola, the plate umpire. And Scott Steinman, I believe, has worn out his welcome. He may be tossed out of this game at any moment. Jeff Lascola is listening to him. Now here comes Tommy Cruz, the hitting coach of the Timber Rattlers. It's been a good 4 to 5 minutes that Scott Steinman has been giving it to Jeff Lascola face-to-face right behind home plate. Steinman arguing that pitch that hit Nate Sutton, now Jeff Lascola is going to move away from Scott Steinman. He does. The base umpire, Joe Dobo, had come in from his perch between the mound and shortstop, and this game is finally going to resume after a protracted argument between the Wisconsin skipper and the plate umpire, Jeff Lascola. Lascola originally was going to call that a foul ball off the bat of Nate Sutton, but when he saw the injury that Nate incurred to his right hand, he decided that Nate had earned his way to first base. Here's a pitch outside, ball 1 to the red-hot Aaron Peel. Peel is now tied with Freddy Sandoval for the club lead in RBIs with 33. Lefty Julio Santiago fires high, and that's ball 2 to Aaron Peel. Alexi Casilla led off this first inning with a solid base hit to left field, a line drive. Nate Sutton was in the hole 1 and 2 when a pitch hit him, his right hand, and the bat. Aaron Peel loops one high in the air. It's a foul ball, and the first baseman will have a play. 1 out here in the Kernel first inning. Aaron Peel, who had a big day yesterday, 5 for 7, has fouled out to first on a 2-0 pitch for the first out here in the Kernel first inning. Peel fouls out to Brandon Green, the first baseman, 1 away. Here's Drew Toussaint. Drew walked twice last night in the second game, a Kernel win. He also reached on an error and scored in the Kernel 5-run third inning. A fastball from Santiago the lefty is a strike call to Drew Toussaint. 1 out. Kernel runners at first and second here in the top of the first, and the second baseman Oswaldo Navarro trots in to have a word with his lefty, Spanish-speaking Colombian Julio Santiago. Just 19 years old. Santiago last season pitched in 3 games with Peoria in the Arizona Rookie League, went 2-0. His next pitch is a strike on the outside corner, and Drew Toussaint doesn't agree with the call by the plate umpire, but Drew is in the hole, no balls, 2 strikes. Casilla at second and Sutton at first as the left-hander steps off the rubber. Drew Toussaint will try to protect the plate on this 0-2 delivery. There goes Casilla. The pitch is a ball. The throw to third, and Alexi beat it. Alexi Casilla has swiped third base. Staying at first was Nate Sutton, and the pitch was a changeup. The throw by Rob Johnson was a good throw, and Alexi went in hard, feet first slide, and he made it. Alexi Casilla with his 14th stolen base of the season. He's at third, and that changes the complexion of the inning, because now if Drew Toussaint can deliver a fly ball, it would give the Kernels a lead here in the first inning. The pitch was ruled a ball. Now Drew Toussaint pops it in the air to right center. There'll be a play at the plate. Alexi Casilla will tag. The catch is made in right center by Sebastian Boucher. His throw home is cut off, and Alexi Casilla has ignited the Kernels to a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first inning. Drew Toussaint, the cleanup batter, did just what he was called upon to do. On a 1-2 pitch, Drew Toussaint lifted it into right center field. It was caught by Sebastian Boucher, and dashing home from third, sliding across the plate as the throw was cut off at first, or at the mound by first baseman Brandon Green. The Kernels lead it 1-0. So Alexi Casilla combining with Drew Toussaint to put the Kernels ahead here in the first, 1-0. Boucher's throw was on target, but it didn't have enough muscle behind it to reach home plate. It was cut off by the first baseman, Brandon Green. A swing and a miss on a changeup. Tommy Duenas, the batter. Tommy is batting 5th in the Allen Motor Company order this afternoon. Tommy hit 2 home runs in the Kernel doubleheader split here last night, including a 2-out 3-run blast in the third inning of the nightcap that propelled the Kernels into a 5-2 lead, which they never relinquished. Duenas is 4 for 9 in this series. Tommy's average is up to 225. A pitch up and away, and it's ball 1 to Tommy Duenas. 1-0 Kernels. Nate Sutton at first, 2 out. It'll be interesting to see whether Nate is able to answer the bell in the field in the bottom of the first inning after being struck in the right hand with a pitch. Swing and a miss on a changeup, and Tommy Duenas steps out. He's in the hole 1-2. Tommy Duenas, 23-year-old catcher in his 3rd season as a Kernel out of Florida International in Miami. He was struck, we learned, in the forehead with a foul tip last night in the late going, and it broke his batting helmet. Tommy chops one foul into the third base Wisconsin bullpen. 1-0 Kernels here in the top of the first inning. Beautiful sunshiny Sunday afternoon. A fairly substantial breeze blowing from the right field line towards left center. where it's 385 feet to the power alley. Ball 2 sinks low and away to Tommy Duenas. The Wisconsin outfield plays Tommy deep and straight away. Josh Womack in left, Sebastian Boucher in center, and Mike Wilson in right. Short lead at first by Nate Sutton. Nate has 4 steals and 6 tries. He's being held by Brandon Green. Tommy Duenas rips one in the left. That's a base hit, and Nate Sutton will stop at second. Josh Womack gathers it in on one hop, and Tommy Duenas has his 5th hit of the series. Boy, Tommy is proving to be some kind of Iron Man in this series, catching both ends of the doubleheader last night. Physicians Clinic of Iowa with our injury report. They're the exclusive healthcare provider of the Kernels, and Michael Collins is hurt with a bad right ankle. Michael would have caught a game in last night's doubleheader, and perhaps, well, certainly would have caught this afternoon had he been able to be healthy enough. Ball 1 is low to Warner Madrigal, but the Kernels had to bring in catcher Brett Martinez, who we saw briefly last year. Brett Martinez is in uniform and is the backup catcher today because Michael Collins is ailing with a bad right ankle. Strike 1 called on the outside edge to Warner Madrigal. Warner hitting .223 on the season. Tops on the Kernels with 9 homers. He's driven in 25 runs. Warner was 0 for 6 in the doubleheader split last night. 2 on, 2 out as Madrigal swings and misses, strike 2. Warner Madrigal struggling against Wisconsin pitching in 7 games. He's 2 for 24. He's in the hole, 1 ball, 2 strikes, with Sutton at second and Duenas at first. 1-0 Kernels, top of the first inning. The lefty Santiago delivers. Ooh, it just missed inside. I thought Warner was a goner. That pitch looked like strike 3 from here. Kernels have struggled against left-handed pitching this year. We're hitting .230 versus southpaws. .246 overall. Madrigal watches the next pitch drift outside, and with 2 out, the count is full now to Warner Madrigal. Julio Santiago has made a lot of pitches here in the top of the first inning, the 19-year-old Timber Rattler lefty. He leans in and has his sign. Now comes set. Sutton and Duenas will be running, and that's why Santiago steps off the rubber and looks the lead runner Sutton back to second. Good crowd here this afternoon, probably in the neighborhood of 2,700. And they're basking in glorious sunshine. Warner Madrigal tomahawks one foul, chops it past first on the 3-2 pitch. A nice job by Warner protecting the plate. Returning to their respective bases, Sutton to second, Duenas to first. Physicians Clinic of Iowa. Quality health care right in our own backyard in Cedar Rapids. The next payoff pitch, and Warner dribbles this one foul behind the plate. He remains full on the count, with Sutton and Duenas returning to second and first. Physicians Clinic of Iowa, quality health care is their top priority. They have 50 board-certified physicians who provide quality care in 11 specialties, and they're proud to bring us the update on Michael Collins. There's strike 3 called at the knees to Warner Madrigal. Warner Madrigal is rung up by Jeff Lascola on a pitch at the knees on the inside corner. The Kernels strike for 1 run in the top of the first on 2 base hits, a hit batter, a stolen base, no Wisconsin errors, and the Kernels leave 2 men aboard. And after 1/2 inning at Fox City Stadium, the Kernels on top of Wisconsin 1-0. Timber Rattlers coming to bat. You're tuned to Kernel Baseball in the Zone.
Hi, this is Dave Town with Five Seasons Transportation and Parking. Do you ever wonder if it's safe to send your child on the bus? It is, and here's a few reasons why. All the buses in Cedar Rapids are equipped with security cameras, so the drivers always know what's happening behind them. The buses also have global positioning systems, or GPS, which means they can be tracked at any time by satellite. Does that surprise you? It shouldn't. Five Seasons Transportation takes safety very seriously, and we've taken many steps to make sure your child will have a safe, easy ride every time they take the bus. Even when your child isn't on the bus, Five Seasons Transportation is helping keep them safe by using pollution-free biodiesel and alcohol fuels, Iowa products that help keep the air clean. And if your child is ever in trouble, they can always flag down a bus for help. I'm Dave Town, and I like to think of the bus as a traveling safety cocoon, motoring along Cedar Rapids streets. And keep in mind, if the bus is that safe and easy for your child, maybe you should think about riding the bus to work. Affordable, convenient, and safe. That's the bus. Ride it.
Brooks Bar and Grill has something great going on every day of the week. Monday is Tenderloin Monday. Buy one tenderloin, get one free. Tuesday, half-price pizza from 5 to close. Wednesday, 25-cent wings. Thursday, live music every Thursday night. Friday and Saturday, delicious pizza by the slice. Plus, Saturday is the return of 25-cent wings. Sunday, half-price pizza from 5 to close. And don't forget to join our brew club, drink 100 different beers, and win a free keg party. Brooks Bar and Grill, 320 2nd Avenue, downtown Cedar Rapids. See why we're the best bar and grill in town 7 days a week.
Kernels had a great first at bat, scoring a run on 2 hits, a hit batter, a stolen base, and give Rafael Rodriguez a 4-2 record, a 1-0 lead. Rafi pitched against these Timber Rattlers on June 1st at home, a 4-3 10-inning Kernels victory, and Rodriguez pitched a very, very strong ball game against Wisconsin on June 1st at home. He went 8 innings, gave Wisconsin 3 runs on 6 hits in 8 innings, fanned 9 Timber Rattlers, walked only 1. Wisconsin is hitting a robust .285 against the Kernels, and we have a change in the field for the Kernels. As we suspected, Nate Sutton is unable to answer the bell, so Jason Ramos will play second base, Ramos at second, and Alexi Casilla at short. Freddy Sandoval has come in, and Freddy Sandoval will play third base. So Nate Sutton, who was hit by a pitch in the first inning, has been lifted from this game. Sandoval at third. Ramos goes from third to second, and the Kernels will have Freddy Sandoval batting in the spot occupied by Nate Sutton. So Nate Sutton is out of this game with a injured right hand. Sebastian Boucher takes a strike at the letters, a fastball. Boucher is hitting .331, 1 homer, 24 runs driven in, and he's been a terror in this series, a left-handed batter with an open stance. Boucher, he pops it in the air to shallow left. Alexi Casilla gives way to Drew Toussaint, and Drew comes over and in and makes the catch for the first out of the first inning. Sebastian Boucher, 7-4, 14 in this series, batting .440 against the Kernels. But he is flown out to shallow left to start this first inning. Again, the Kernels have had to lift Nate Sutton. Nate is not in the field. Freddy Sandoval's at third. Jason Ramos, who is going to play third, is moved from third to second. 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. Young Chi Chen bats, and the pitch is low. Ball 1 to Chen. Young Chi Chen hitting .275, 3 homers, tied for the team lead with 36 RBIs. He's 21 years old, and he was 1 for 9 in last night's doubleheader. Chen, with a slightly open stance, is only 5'11", and he's ahead 2-0 as Rafael Rodriguez misses outside. On this 86-degree Sunday afternoon, Rafael Rodriguez is wearing a long-sleeve red shirt underneath his red batting practice top. A line shot into left center, and nobody's going to get it. It's way back, and it's off the .385 mark. Aaron Peel has retrieved it. Chen will try for 3. The throw to third, and Young Chi Chen beats the throw with a triple. Young Chi Chen is tripled off the left center field wall. Young Chi Chen is at third base with 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. It's his 5th triple of the season. He belted a 2-0 pitch deep into left center, and it hit the base of the .385 mark in left center field. That's how well he hit it. Aaron Peel had all sorts of trouble playing the ricochet in center field. Aaron did a good job hitting the cutoff man, Alexi Casilla, in left center. Alexi's throw was a good one to third. The throw to Freddy Sandoval not in time to get the sliding Young Chi Chen, and that gives Wisconsin an instant chance to tie this game in the first inning. Asdrúbal Cabrera, with the infield back, will try to tie the game. He does with the ground ball to second. Ramos backhands it, throws the batter out. We're tied 1-1. The Colonel 1-0 lead lasted less than 3 minutes. The Colonel 1-0 lead lasted less than 3 minutes. Asdrúbal Cabrera grounds out to second, with Ramos backhanding it and throwing him out. And just like that, this game is tied 1-1. A 1-out triple by Young Chi Chen and a ground ball out by Asdrúbal Cabrera And Wisconsin continues their great hitting against the Kernels. They're batting .285 against us, yet the Kernels have won 4 of 7 games against the Timber Rattlers. The first pitch is low to Mike Wilson, the right fielder. Mike hitting .259. Closed stance, right-handed hitter, deep knee bend, and he clubs one foul, chopping it over the third base Timber Rattler dugout. 1-1 our score. Mike Wilson, 6 for 12 in the series, 9 for 25 against Kernel pitching. Belted a home run in yesterday's doubleheader. Swing and a miss on a slider. Mike Wilson is in the hole, 1-2. Wilson's the cleanup batter, third in the league with 44 runs scored. Let's see if Rafael Rodriguez can put him away to end this first inning. Yes, he does, with a slider low and away, strike 3 swinging, and Wisconsin's Mike Wilson is down swinging to end the first inning. But Wisconsin scores a run in a jiffy to tie the game. 1 run on 1 hit. There were no Kernel errors. Timber Rattlers leave the bases empty. We go to the top of the second. Kernels 1, Timber Rattlers 1. You're enjoying Kernel baseball from Appleton here in the Zone.
June is Perennial Gardening Month, and as luck would have it, Peck's Flower Shop and Garden Center is your perennial plant experts with the best selection in the area. Lots of new varieties, plus your all-time favorites. Start your perennial garden with Peck's terrific variety of perennials, including the 2005 Perennial Plant of the Year. Not sure which perennials to plant? The experts at Peck's will help you find the plants that are good for your yard. Perennials that will bring lasting color and enjoyment to you and yours. Peck's reminds you it's not too late to plant summer blooming plants for both sun and shade. Fill a flat of 12 of your favorite packs, just $14.99 a flat. Choose from impatiens, marigolds, petunias, and more. Also, summer is a great time to start a new landscaping project. Call Peck's for an estimate. Peck's Flower Shop, Garden Center, Nursery, and Landscaping. Corner of Blair's Ferry and Edgewood Road Northeast. Open weekdays till 8, weekends till 5.
Did you guys have a good time last night?
Yeah. We had a great meal.
And then we just relaxed in the beer garden.
And then they had this band that just rocked.
Steve and I caught the game on the big screen TVs.
Betty and I just sat down with a couple of martinis and hung out.
And then we played a couple of games of pool and foosball in the game room.
Wait, I thought you all went out together.
We did. To Cocktails and Company. Whether it's a night out on the town or just unwinding after work.
And not a meat market.
Cocktails and Company has something for everyone. Cocktails and Company in Cedar Rapids on Blair's Ferry Road, across from the big yellow house.
A reminder, if you're scoring at home with us, Freddy Sandoval took over at third base and will bat second in the Allen Motor Company order. Jason Ramos is playing second base. That's because Nate Sutton was lifted after the top of the first inning as he was hit by a pitch. Strike 1 is in ball 1 to Jordan Renz. Now Jordan grounds one through the middle, and that's a leadoff single. Jordan Renz starts the Kernel second inning with a base hit through the box, and that's the third Kernel hit of the day already against lefty Julio Santiago. Jordan Renz on a 1-0 pitch collects his third hit of this series. 1 on, nobody out for Chris Walston. The big guy took the collar yesterday, 0 for 8 in the doubleheader. He's batting .173. Chris Walston, a 6'6" right-handed batter, and the first pitch is low to Chris. Chris Walston, 1 for 15 against Wisconsin pitching, is batting with Renz at first and nobody out here in the second inning. A pitch in the dirt, and what a fine stop by the catcher, Rob Johnson, to prevent a wild pitch. Johnson, along with his black knit batting practice top, is wearing a black chest protector and black shin guards. Jordan Renz leads away at first as Chris Walston hammers one foul onto the maroon roof of the concourse. The grandstand is completely open here. No grandstand roof. There is a maroon roof on top of the concourse. Swing and a miss by Chris Walston on a sinking fastball, strike 2. Chris has a couple of homers. He's driven in 5 runs. 1-1 our score in the top of the second inning on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Walston drills one into the right field corner. It is slicing, foul ball by about 3 feet. It would have scored Renz all the way from first, but it sliced foul, and Chris Walston will return to the plate after hustling down the line. Still even on the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes, Chris Walston. Big gap in left center for Walston as Sebastian Boucher is playing him into right center by a couple of steps. The batter's eye here at Fox City Stadium is a faded army green plywood board, 16 feet high, 400 feet from center field. Ball 3 is high and outside to big Chris Walston. Jason Ramos waiting on deck as the number 9 hitter in the Allen Motor Company Kernel lineup. The payoff pitch is grounded to second, could be a double play. Throw to second out, throw to first, in time, a double play. A double play on a one-hopper, broken bat one-hopper to Oswaldo Navarro. He fed Asdrúbal Cabrera at second. Cabrera leapfrogged over Jordan Renz and one-hopped it to first, where Brandon Green picked it clean out of the dirt for a 4-6-3 double play. Well, things just aren't going well for Chris Walston. He's mired in an 0-for-9 skid here in the last 3 games. Jason Ramos, a switch hitter batting right, takes ball 1 outside from the lefty Julio Santiago. Now a late swing and a miss by Jason, strike 1. A leadoff single by Jordan Renz. I was a little bit surprised he wasn't running on the 3-2 pitch, which would have kept the Kernels out of a double play. Ball 2 is outside to Ramos. Jason in 14 games hitting .114, no homers, 2 RBIs. He drives one in the air for Mike Wilson in right. Mike takes 3 steps in and gloves it to end the inning. The second inning started with a great deal of promise for the Kernels. A leadoff single by Jordan Renz, but a double play followed, and Ramos flies to right to end the inning. No runs in the second for the Kernels, 1 hit. There were no Timber Rattler errors, and the Kernels leave the bases empty. Great to have you with us from Appleton on this Sunday afternoon, and after an inning and a half, the Kernels and Timber Rattlers are squared at 1 apiece. This is Kernel Baseball in the Zone.
When a road is all that separates a love-starved 3,000-pound bull from a field of cows, driving becomes a test of your car's reflexes. That's why Monroe recommends fresh shocks every 50,000 miles. You see, worn shocks could leave you with diminished braking, reduced handling, and major disadvantages when you face hazardous or divinely passionate driving situations. Share your road stories at 50,000.monroe.com, and remember to get Monroe and ride safe.
Actual mileage may vary depending on driver ability, vehicle type, and type of driving and road conditions.
You know, there are zillions of computers out there, but they all take you to the same spot, the Internet. So why would you pay AOL almost $24 a month when you can get there on Net Zero for only $9.95? With Net Zero, you get reliable, unlimited access with spam control and email virus protection, all for less than half the cost of AOL. Net Zero even ranks higher in customer satisfaction. Go to netzero.com or call 877-NET-ZERO to sign up and start saving today.
Kelly's Auto Center in Iowa City is the home of the nationwide 6-month, 6,000-mile warranty. Whether it's across town or across the country, you'll drive with confidence in a Kelly's car. Each of Kelly's vehicles receives a strict 110-point safety inspection to make sure you receive the quality used vehicle you've come to expect from us. A qualified mechanic checks each car, truck, and van bumper to bumper. For peace of mind on your next vehicle purchase, stop by and see Brett or Tim at Kelly's Auto Center at 510 South Riverside Drive in Iowa City.
Rob Johnson, who struggled against Kernel pitching, the catcher 2 for 19 against us in our 7 games, is leading off, batting 5th in the Wisconsin order, an open stance for this right-handed hitting catcher. He uses a brown, rust-colored bat, and he slaps the first pitch from Rafael slowly to second. Easy play for Jason Ramos, who flips to Chris Walston, 1 away here in the Wisconsin second inning. Rob Johnson continues to struggle against Kernel pitching. He's now 2 for 20 as he rolls out the second. 1-1 our score. The Kernels scored a run in the top of the first. Alexi Casilla singled to start the game. Went to second as Nate Sutton was hit by a pitch. Alexi stole third and scored on a Drew Toussaint sacrifice fly to center. Wisconsin tied it in less than 3 minutes in the bottom of the first. A Young Chi Chen one-out triple into left center, and then Asdrúbal Cabrera grounded out to second to plate Chen with the tying run. We're in the bottom of the second, tied at 1. Marshall Hubbard takes a strike in at the knees from Rafael Rodriguez. Rafael's numbers are very impressive. A 4-2 record with an ERA of 2.85 and 66 in the third innings. He's given up just 55 hits. A changeup dips low and into the left-handed batter, Marshall Hubbard. Rafi has struck out 69 batters in 66 in the third, walked only 25, and the league is only hitting .222 against him. Marshall Hubbard's batting .400 against the Kernels. He swings at a changeup and didn't get it, strike 2. Hubbard, a .305 hitter, 7 home runs, 2 of them against us, 32 RBIs. For left-handed hitting, Marshall Hubbard. Marshall was 6 for 8 in the doubleheader split last night. He went around on a pitch low and away, and he's out. He did go around. The right call was made by Joe Dobo, standing down the first baseline where the dirt turns into grass about 30 feet behind the bag. Marshall Hubbard went around on a 1-2 pitch, and he's gone swinging. There are 2 away in the bottom of the second inning. The Timber Rattler Ball Club is ranked 3rd in the league in hitting with a .273 team average. They've hit 39 home runs in 62 games. The Kernels have out-homered them 45-39 overall. And the Timber Rattlers have 68 stolen bases in 62 games.
I don't know because they thought he would be just crazy.
A swing and a tap foul at the feet of the batter, Brandon Green, strike 1. Brandon is hitting with nobody on, 2 out. Bottom of the second inning, Brandon Green, pinch hit in the second game last night, was 0 for 1. He squibs another one foul right behind his own feet, and it's strike 2 to Brandon Green out of Wichita State, a 19th round pick by Seattle. Brandon Green lives in Oklahoma. Adair, Oklahoma. Big gap in right center for the left-handed batter with a deep crouch. He bounces one back to the hill. A snazzy play by Rafael Rodriguez to stab it, and Rafael runs to first, underhands it to Chris Walston to end the inning. Brandon Green smashed it sharply on one hop back to the hill, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for right-hander Rafael Rodriguez. As we go to the top of the third at Fox City Stadium, it's the Kernels 1, Wisconsin 1. You're listening to Kernel Baseball in the Zone.
When we were children, we were taught to save for a rainy day, but what if it rains harder than you expected? Tanya Sedlock, your professional Pekin insurance agent at Weidenhammer Andrews Agency, understands about the storms that life can bring. Whether you need auto, home, business, life, or health insurance, Tanya will review the coverages you need for your life and the lives of the ones you care about most. Help the sun shine on your life with a visit to your hometown Pekin insurance professional, Tanya Sedlock, at Weidenhammer Andrews Agency.
ESPN Classic.
Get the network that brings you the greatest sports in history.
From Namath to Koufax.
From McEnroe to Jordan.
The greatest heroes.
In their greatest games.
Plus, the Emmy and Peabody Award-winning Sports Century.
Revealing profiles inside the lives of legends.
And real classics.
Movies for sports fans every Sunday night.
No wonder the LA Times calls ESPN Classic the best channel on television.
To get ESPN Classic, call your local cable or satellite provider now.
Did you guys have a good time last night?
Yeah. We had a great meal.
And then we just relaxed in the beer garden.
And then they had this band that just rocked.
Steve and I caught the game on the big screen TVs.
Betty and I just sat down with a couple of martinis and hung out.
And then we played a couple of games of pool and foosball in the game room.
Wait, I thought you all went out together.
We did. To Cocktails and Company. Whether it's a night out on the town or just unwinding after work.
And not a meat market.
Cocktails and Company has something for everyone. Cocktails and Company in Cedar Rapids on Blair's Ferry Road, across from the big yellow house.
Top of the order for the Kernels in the top of the third inning, and Alexi Casilla takes high and outside for ball 1. Now Alexi with another base hit as he rips it into left. Alexi Casilla has just mauled the Timber Rattler pitching staff. Alexi's 2 for 2. Alexi adds to his .289 average with his second straight hit, a carbon copy of the line drive single he got to start the game. Alexi Casilla is now 10 for 27 against Wisconsin pitching. 10 for 27. Freddy Sandoval, batting for the first time, had to take over at third base as Nate Sutton was hit by a pitch in the first inning. Sutton was playing second base, was scheduled to. Jason Ramos had to go over from third to second, and Freddy Sandoval, who is hitless in this series, 0 for 10, fakes a bunt and takes a strike called. Freddy looks at a pitch just high for ball 1. Freddy Sandoval batting for the first time. His average is dipped below the 250 mark for the first time this season. 246, 1 homer, tied with Aaron Peel with 33 RBIs for the club lead in that category. Freddy bunts. It's a terrific bunt. He may beat it out. The second baseman shovels to first for the out. Terrific play by Oswaldo Navarro and a wonderfully executed sacrifice by Freddy Sandoval. Well, when you're 0 for 10 in the series and you're in the game unexpectedly, you do something to help the ball club. And Freddy Sandoval helped the ball club with a terrific sacrifice bunt. He bunted it to the right of the mound. A wonderful play by Oswaldo Navarro, who came racing in and took the ball in his glove, and it never left his glove. He shoveled it to the first baseman for the out of Freddy Sandoval. It went 4-1, and strike one is in to Aaron Peel. The catcher, Rob Johnson, sprints out to the base of the hill. He was crossed up on that first pitch to Aaron Peel. The Kernels have the go-ahead run at second with 1 out here in the top of the third inning in a 1-1 ball game. This coming Friday, Reggie will be entertaining at Veterans Memorial Stadium. He is a premier entertainment act. He's a mascot that will have you laughing and smiling the entire evening this Friday at home. A throw to second. Alexi Casilla just got back in underneath the tag of Oswaldo Navarro. We play at 7 o'clock this Friday, and we'll be playing the co-leaders of the West, the Clinton Lumber Kings. Maybe we can help these Timber Rattlers by taking 3 of 4 or sweeping Clinton. Peel went around on a pitch chin high, and Aaron's in the hole 0-2. Aaron Peel fouled out to first in the first inning. Peel hitting .319. 10th best average in the Midwest League for Aaron. He's in his second year as a Colonel. Aaron Peel waits. The throw to second almost sailed into the head of Alexi Casilla, and Oswaldo Navarro had to lunge high behind second base to prevent a wild throw from the pitcher, Julio Santiago. Aaron Peel last year with the Kernels in 62 games belted 9 homers, drove in 24 runs, and he batted .216. He's batting 100 points higher this season. That's improvement, isn't it? Now the lefty steps off the rubber. A brisk breeze continues to unfurl the flags above the right center field wall. It's blowing. The breeze is blowing from right field corner across the diamond towards the big scoreboard above the 16-foot high wall and left. The wall and left is 16 feet high. It's padded. The wall and right. There goes Casilla. A pitch outside, the throw to third, and Alexi steals it again. Alexi Casilla, with electrifying base running, has swiped third base for the second time this afternoon. He now is vaulted into a tie for the team lead in steals with Sean Rodriguez. Sean is getting the day off, and Alexi Casilla, for the second straight time, has stolen second base. That causes the infield to come in for Wisconsin. Alexi Casilla has stolen third. He's there with only 1 out. Aaron Peel will try to put the ball in play, but he cannot. A changeup and a swing and a miss by Peel. Unfortunate for Aaron Peel as he was unable to put the ball in play. Now it'll take a base hit from Drew Toussaint. Drew Toussaint will try to pick up Aaron Peel, who could not deliver with a runner at third and 1 out. Drew Toussaint takes a pitch high and in for ball 1. Drew Toussaint drove in a run with a sacrifice fly. He drove in Alexi Casilla in the first inning. Can Drew pick up Aaron Peel, who struck out, and drive home Alexi from third? A strike on the outside corner evens the count to the Colonel cleanup batter, right-handed hitting Drew Toussaint. He's batting .281 this year. 5 homers, 20 RBIs for Drew Toussaint. Drew dribbles one foul just outside the dirt batting circle, and he's in the hole now, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Alexi Casilla has been unbelievably exciting in this series. You get a leadoff guy who loves to do what he does, that is reach base and then put the pressure on the defense, and you're going to have a pretty good ball club. The 1-2 is up and in to Drew Toussaint. It evens the count to the Colonel cleanup batter. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Santiago's next pitch is a swing and a miss, a changeup. Julio Santiago used changeups to strike out Peel and Toussaint and thwart the Colonel bid to take the lead back here in the 3rd inning. No runs for the Colonels, 1 hit. There were no Wisconsin errors, and the Colonels leave a runner, have stranded 3 in 3 innings. As we go to the bottom of the 3rd at Fox City Stadium, Kernels 1, Timber Rattlers 1. You're tuned to Colonel Baseball in the Zone.
Knowing who you are is important. At Kirkwood Community College, we know who we are. We are accessibility. We are quality. We are opportunity. We are community. Who are you? We can help you learn. Kirkwood.edu.
This year, the government's going to give out over $350 billion to people like you who want to start a business, go back to school, or train for a new job. I'm Matthew Lesko, and I've written over 70 books on government programs. You've probably seen me all over the television shows, on talk shows. My new program shows you 15,000 government sources, or you can get like $100,000 to open up a coffee shop, $15,000 to write a book, or $30,000 to become a French chef, $9,000 to take a computer course, or $15,000 to finish college, get a GED, or a PhD. There's money to travel overseas, train your employees, or work on your invention. I've done all the work. You just have to make the call. Call toll-free 877-ASK-LESCO, and you'll get my book and 6-hour audio tape program for only 2 payments of $29.95 plus $7.50 postage and handling. There's a 90-day money-back guarantee. Call toll-free 877-ASK-LESCO or 1-877-275-5375.
After 2.5 in Appleton, the Kernels won and the Timber Rattlers won. We're delighted that you've included us in your Sunday afternoon. It's 86 degrees here. The sun is shining. The wind blowing from the right field corner towards the left center field wall. It's 325 down the lines here at Fox City Stadium, 400 feet to dead center. And the scoreboard is about a 4-story structure that rises high above the left center field wall. They do not have a video board as part of their entertainment package here at Fox City Stadium. This ballpark was built in 1995. It celebrated its 10th year last year. A deep drive club to left, but it's going to be caught by Drew Toussaint. Stepping into the first pitch of the 3rd inning and lining it hard into left was Oswaldo Navarro. And 1 pitch, 1 out here in the Wisconsin 3rd inning. Rafael Rodriguez has set down 6 straight Timber Rattler hitters. 6 in a row retired by Rafael Rodriguez, making his 13th start of the season. Josh Womack now bats, left-handed hitter. Womack hitting .248, and ball 1 is low and outside from Rafael Rodriguez. Josh Womack has 2 homers, 18 RBIs. Womack is in his 2nd season with Wisconsin. He's a 21-year-old kid who bunts, and the bunt is foul towards the on-deck hitter, leadoff man Sebastian Boucher. Josh Womack pinch ran in the 7th inning in last night's Kernel 2nd game win. He was 1 for 5 with a run scored in the first game, a 13-5 Timber Rattler victory. Rafael Rodriguez on a 1-1 pitch and a swing and a miss by the left-handed batter. Strike 2 on Josh Womack. Nate Sutton had to leave this ball game after being hit by a pitch in the first inning. He was hit in the right hand or on one of his fingers of the right hand. Womack lofts one foul. That one's headed towards the Wisconsin bullpen, and it lands beyond the reach of the hustling Colonel third baseman, Freddy Sandoval. The bullpens here are right next to the dugouts, and they are carved into the grandstand. They're indented in, and you can go in there and catch a foul pop. That bullpen is in play. Count remains 1-2 to the left-handed batter Womack, and he swings and misses at a changeup. Tommy Duenas loses the handle and throws and hits the runner, who reaches base. The runner is called out, however, by Jeff Lascola. We're going to have an argument. The runner is called out by the plate umpire, Jeff Lascola, and here comes Tommy Cruz, who is pointing emphatically that Womack never left that lane, that box defined by the foul line and then the line outside of it. Josh Womack can't believe he's out. Tommy Duenas' throw hit Josh Womack, and it'll be ruled a strikeout and a 2-3 putout. Duenas to Chris Walston. We have another argument between the Timber Rattler Brain Trust, Tommy Cruz, the first base coach, and Scott Steinman, the manager. They're pointing to where they thought Josh Womack was running when that ball hit him in the back. Womack struck out, then dashed to first as the ball laid at home plate. Tommy Duenas picked up the pill, took 2 steps towards the mound to get the right throwing angle, and his throw still hit Womack in the back or the left elbow. I'm not sure which. Josh Womack is holding his ground at first base. He's not leaving first base. Now he's going to have to leave first base. He's walking towards now he's 3 steps from first down the first base line, and he hasn't decided yet whether he should return to the Timber Rattler dugout or whether he's going to be awarded first base. Another argument between Scott Steinman and the plate umpire, Jeff Lascola. This is the second heated confrontation they've had in the last, since the game started. Saturday, spectacular fireworks following our 7 o'clock start against Clinton. Commercial Federal Bank will be sponsoring fireworks after the game this Saturday, June 18th, against Clinton. The fireworks will be exhilarating, fun, memorable, and Commercial Federal Bank sponsoring fireworks this Saturday, June 18th. It's also Anamosa night at Veterans Memorial Stadium. Well, Josh Womack is indeed back in the third base Timber Rattler dugout as he strikes out swinging. And there are 2 gone here in the Wisconsin third inning. Rafael Rodriguez is now set to take on the leadoff batter, Sebastian Boucher. Boucher has been a terrific leadoff batter since joining the Timber Rattlers about a month into the season. He's batting .331, 1 homer, 24 RBIs, an open stance from the left side, and he takes high for ball 1. Sun is shining brightly here as Rafael Rodriguez tries to make it 9 in a row. The 1-0 pitch to Boucher is a changeup low for ball 2. Sebastian Boucher, born in Canada, went to school in Daytona Beach, Florida at Bethune-Cookman. He's 6 feet 190, and he's ahead on the count 2-0 with 2 out, nobody on in the Wisconsin third inning. 1-1 our score. Strike 1 called, a blistering fastball from Rafael Rodriguez on the outside corner to Boucher. Big gap in right center for this left-handed batter, who takes just low for ball 3. Rafael wanted that call, didn't get it from Jeff Lascola, the plate umpire. The Colonel road trip record, 3 wins, 4 losses. A win here today would make it a terrific road trip. A bouncer over the hill is a base hit. Sebastian Boucher up to his old tricks with another hit against Colonel pitching. Boucher is now 12 for 27 against Colonel pitching. He's as hot as Alexi Casilla is against the Timber Rattlers. Sebastian Boucher bounces a single over the head of Rafael Rodriguez. And that brings up Young Chi Chen, who tripled and scored to tie the game at 1 in the bottom of the first inning. Young Chi Chen, right-handed batter, open stance, bats with his front heel, his left heel, off the ground. A throw to first, and Boucher dives back safely. Sebastian is 9 for 10 in stolen base attempts, 9 out of 10. Timber Rattlers have a very high stolen base percentage as a team. They don't get caught that often. 68 steals. They've been caught 26 times. A breaking pitch misses high, ball 1 to Young Chi Chen. From Formosa, Taiwan, Free China. They have a free democracy in Taiwan. A curve, and it's a beauty, a strike called to Chen. It evens the count to Young Chi. 1-1. We have a winner to congratulate from Game 1's Colonel Roadshow Trivia Challenge question last night. We'll do that here in the middle innings. A throw to first, and Boucher is back safely. We asked you in the first game of the doubleheader last night, who did Jack McKean replace as the manager of the Marlins in 2003? We told you he was a 1965 world champion Los Angeles Dodger catcher, and that he managed the New York Mets prior to Florida. Swing and a miss by Chen on a slider. That's strike 2. Well, Tom Singer of Manchester emailed us with the correct answer to Game 1's Colonel Roadshow Trivia Challenge question yesterday afternoon. Jeff Torborg. Jeff Torborg was the man Jack McKean took over for in Miami in 2003, and McKean, of course, led the Marlins to a world championship after replacing Jeff Torborg. And Tom Singer of Manchester, congratulations. You emailed us with the right answer to our Colonel Roadshow Trivia Challenge question, and you've earned a prize from the Bim Ritter Diamond Shop. The 1-2 to Chen is a swing and a miss. Young Chi Chen fans on a breaking pitch, and that is the 4th strikeout of the afternoon for Rafael Rodriguez, who pitches around a 2-out single here in the 3rd inning. No runs for the Timber Rattlers. 1 hit, their 2nd of the day. There were no Colonel errors, and Wisconsin leaves their first man stranded of the afternoon. Through 3 innings at Fox City Stadium on a gorgeous Sunday, Kernels 1, Wisconsin 1. You're tuned to Colonel Baseball here in the Zone.
For the 7th consecutive year, Toyota Financial Services is encouraging elementary students throughout our community to read this summer. Toyota Financial Services believes that inspiring children to read brings families together, fosters imagination, and enhances knowledge. The Gazette shares Toyota Financial Services' belief in the value of reading. That's why they've teamed up to recognize and reward this summer's readers for their fabulous accomplishments. Toyota Financial Services and the Gazette, proud to stand with our community's children to enrich their lives.
This is The Herd with Colin Cowherd.
Barry Bonds told a federal grand jury he used a clear substance and a cream. 2 prosecutors also presented Bonds with documents that allegedly detailed his use of a long list of other drugs. He denies those. Bonds said, as far as he knew, his trainer had given him flaxseed oil. All right. If you still believe Bonds, then you must think he is the dumbest professional athlete in pro sports. Because Barry Bonds, as he begins to rocket 600-foot home runs, as he approaches 40, as he becomes the toughest out in the history of Major League Baseball, it's all because of, quote, flaxseed oil. We looked it up. The dictionary defines as an ancient herb that heals. The only herb I know that heals is that guy Herb Schwartz who works the spot Caesars.
Don't be left out of the herd. Only on ESPN Radio.
It's Tommy Duenas to lead it off for the Kernels. He singled with 2 out in the 1st inning. Tommy's making his 4th consecutive start behind the plate with Michael Collins on the shelf with a sore right ankle. Michael was hit by a couple of pitches in that right ankle in the series opener here Thursday night. Tommy Duenas has taken 2 pitches high, and he's ahead 2-0. Duenas, Madrigal, Renz here in the Colonel 4th inning. 1-1 our score. Timber Rattlers in their black knit tops with silver numbers, black hats with silver bills. The Kernels in red knit tops, red batting helmets, but all blue hats. Strike 1 on the outside edge from Julio Santiago to Tommy Duenas. Now a pitch at the knees for strike 2. Tommy glares back at Jeff Lascola, the plate umpire, as if to say, you got to be kidding me. That was a strike? It was, and it's 2-2 to Duenas. A week from today is Father's Day, and you can celebrate in grand style at Veterans Memorial Stadium. Ball 3 taken outside by Duenas. We'll have a brunch that starts at 11 o'clock for Dad and the whole family. Tommy Duenas down on strike swinging on another changeup. That's been the money pitch for Julio Santiago. He fans his third straight Kernel, and he's struck out 4 in 3 1/3 innings. The brunch for adults is $17. It's next Sunday. It includes your ticket to the game. Kids 12 and under, it's just $12. The brunch is an all-you-can-eat sumptuous spread out on the pregame picnic area, or in the pregame picnic area underneath tents. Strike 1 to Madrigal as Warner lifts it foul down the right field line. Warner Madrigal struck out looking to end the first inning. Then after the game, Velocity Sports Performance in St. Luke's invite you to come down and run the bases. Also, you can play catch with Dad on the field after the game next Sunday, Father's Day, the 19th of June. Swing and a miss by Madrigal. He chased a high fastball. He's in the hole, 0-2. I was listening to the Cleveland Indian game last night against the Giants. I happened to pick up the Cleveland station on my transistor radio. Madrigal loops one foul onto the grass slope seating berm down the right field line. He's still in the hole, 0-2. The Cleveland Indians are giving their fans a chance to play catch with Dad after their game at home next Sunday at Jacobs Field, but there's a catch to it. The catch to playing catch is that it costs $15. Not at Veterans Memorial Stadium. It's absolutely free to play catch with Dad after Father's Day game. Warner Madrigal drills one past the diving shortstop Asdrúbal Cabrera into left center, and it's a base hit for Warner. Warner Madrigal on a 1-2 delivery ripped it past the diving shortstop Cabrera into left field for a one-out single. And the Kernels have out-hit Wisconsin now 5-1, but the game is tied 1-1. Jordan Renz led off the second inning with a base hit up the middle, but was erased in a double play off the bat of Chris Walston. Ball 1 is outside, a fastball from lefty Julio Santiago. Make plans to treat Dad next Sunday to a Father's Day brunch and the fun of Kernel baseball and a game of catch and running the bases for you kids after the game. Again, we thank Velocity Sports Performance in St. Luke's for sponsoring that great tradition after every Sunday Kernel home game, run the bases. Jordan Renz whistles one foul into the screen. He's even on the count, 1-1. 1 on, 1 out for the Kernels, top of the fourth inning in a 1-1 ball game. Renz waiting patiently, a right-handed hitter. The next delivery. Swing and a miss by Jordan. A fastball as the lefty Julio Santiago challenged Jordan Renz. Jordan's in the hole, 1-2. I bet that changeup is coming up next. Santiago comes set. The next pitch is a changeup, and it's dribbled foul into the Wisconsin third base dugout. The box seats here are maroon. There are 10 rows of them, and then behind the 10 rows of maroon box seats are aluminum back bleachers. There is a picnic area. It's parallel to the left field line, an extension of the concourse. Jordan Renz pops one high in the air to the right side. The second baseman struggles with the sun, but Oswaldo Navarro has it in shallow right for the second out of the inning. Jordan Renz was done in on a changeup as he popped it weakly to second for the second out of the inning. Runner at first, 2 away for Chris Walston. Well, Chris is just about due to break out of it. 1-1 the score here in the top of the fourth inning on a gorgeous Sunday afternoon. A throw to first, and Warner Madrigal, who has 1 steal and 2 tries, tiptoes back to the bag. I doubt seriously if Warner will be running, but you never know with the Kernels. They're second in the league in stolen bases. Chris Walston lays off a pitch low for ball 1. Tonight here in the zone, you'll hear the classic matchup between the Red Sox and Cubs at Wrigley Field. Chris Walston fouls one straight back, and he's even on the count, 1-1. Walston wears his gray road trousers all the way down to his shoe tops. Chris wears a pair of batting gloves, red and black, and he swings at a changeup and misses, strike 2. Julio Santiago has pitched very, very well in his third start as a Timber Rattler. Walston chops one behind third, foul ball, fielded in foul ground by Young Chi Chen. Santiago was really roughed up in his last start, the second game of a doubleheader here at Fox City Stadium on Monday against the Southwest Michigan Devil Rays. Wisconsin was drubbed 17-4. Santiago went 5 1/3, gave up 5 runs, 4 earned on 6 hits, struck out 2, walked 1. Chris Walston bashes one hard into right, but right at Mike Wilson for the last out of the inning. Chris Walston lined it hard into right for the last out of the Kernel 4th inning. A one-out single by Warner Madrigal is wasted. No runs for the Kernels, 1 hit. There were no Wisconsin errors, and the Kernels leave another runner, have stranded 4 in 4 at-bats. Back to the hill goes Rafael Rodriguez with the score tied between the Kernels after 3.5, 1 apiece. You're listening to Kernel Baseball in the Zone.
Okay, we're ready in here, and here comes the music.
If you've been thinking about getting cable television from Mediacom...
If you've been thinking about getting cable television from Mediacom...
Or high-speed internet...
Or high-speed internet...
Wait a minute. Why is she repeating everything I'm saying?
'Cause it's a double offer?
Yeah, you can get Mediacom's digital one-star pack featuring movies and interactive guide music channels and more for just $29.95 a month for a whole year. And get Mediacom online for just $29.95 a month for a whole year.
I know that, but is it really necessary to repeat it?
Hey, gotta get the point across.
Do you want me to say it again?
Why not?
Get Mediacom's digital one-star pack for just $29.95 a month for a whole year. And get Mediacom online for just $29.95 a month for a whole year.
Aha, she forgot something. You can add HBO for just $6 a month for 6 months. And the phone number, 1-877-377-CABLE.
That number again is 1-877-377-CABLE.
I'm out of here.
Must subscribe to both services. Offer for new residential subscribers only. All products may not be available.
When it comes to insurance and financial services, think smart. Think about Farm Bureau Financial Services. For auto, home, life, farm and ranch, retirement funding, and business protection, call Barb Seek in Center Point. More products, more services, more of your needs met. So for more information, call Barb Seek in Center Point. Farm Bureau Financial Services, more than you think. Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, West Des Moines, Iowa.
Bottom of the 4th inning, and it's a 1-1 game. The Kernels have out-hit Wisconsin 5-1. The Timber Rattlers will send the middle of their order up to face Kernel right-hander Rafael Rodriguez. Asdrúbal Cabrera, switch hitter, batting left, drove in the only run for the Timber Rattlers in this game with a ground ball out to second. Back in the 1st inning, Cabrera batting for the second time with a .327 average. He fakes a bunt, and the first pitch is taken upstairs for ball 1. We start the second half of the season with a couple of dynamite premium giveaway items. That means when you come to the ballpark, you'll receive a nice keepsake, a souvenir. And on Thursday the 23rd, Perfect Game USA will be presenting the 2005 Kernel baseball card set to the first 1,000 of you kids 12 and under. So come early. The game starts at 7 on Thursday the 23rd. Perfect Game USA baseball card day. Ball 2 sinks low to the batter, Cabrera. Now Asdrúbal cranks one hard and foul on the ground past first base down the right field line. Asdrúbal Cabrera, 3 homers, 22 RBIs. 6th in the league with his .327 average. He bats from a low crouch, and he's a switch hitter batting left. Those baseball cards on Thursday the 23rd will go to the first 1,000 girls and boys 12 and under. Cabrera hacks the next pitch foul in the air over the third base Timber Rattler dugout. It ricochets back below and strikes some poor fella in the front row in the back. He's laughing about it, though. 2-2 to Cabrera. 1-1 our score. Bottom of the 4th inning here in Appleton. Grand Chute, Wisconsin. A change-up. The Kernels wanted the call, didn't get it. Ball 3, according to the plate umpire, Jeff Lascola. Aaron Peel is pulled way around into left center for Asdrúbal Cabrera. Leading off here in the home half of the fourth, Rafael holds his glove up in front of his face, rocks and brings it. A bouncer to second. A nice big charity hop for Jason Ramos, who pegs to first for the first out of the inning. Rafael Rodriguez gets Asdrúbal Cabrera to bounce out to second for the first out here in the fourth inning. Mike Wilson struck out to end the Wisconsin first inning. He bats for the second time this afternoon. Wisconsin has been checked on just one hit through 3 1/3 innings. It was a big one, though, a one-out triple by Young Chi Chen back in the first inning. Mike Wilson swings late and pops it foul into the first base seats. Friday the 24th of June, Iowa Office Supply will be giving out Kernel caps to the first 1,000 of you Kernel fans, regardless of age or gender. Meet me at the stadium for cap giveaway night. A ground ball to third. Freddy Sandoval has it. His throw to first is in plenty of time for the second out of the fourth inning. Rafael Rodriguez continues to spin aspirin tablets at the Timber Rattlers, one of the best hitting ball clubs in the league, batting .273, third highest team average in the league for Wisconsin. Friday, June 24th is Iowa Office Supply Kernel Cap Night. The gates open at 6. We'll be taking on the Chicago Cub minor leaguers to open up the second half of the season. So all you great Cub fans in eastern Iowa can flock to Veterans Memorial Stadium. A bunt, and this will be a base hit for Rob Johnson, I think. Rafael fields it, throws in time. What a play by Rafael Rodriguez. He took a bunt single away from Rob Johnson. Johnson laid a perfect bunt down to the left of home plate. Rafael Rodriguez had to spring off the mound, and as he sprung off the mound, he reached the ball between the hill and the third base line, gobbled it up, and then fired to first just in time to get Rob Johnson for the inning-ending 1-3 putout on the bunt attempt. Terrific play by Rafael Rodriguez to take a bunt single away from Wisconsin's Rob Johnson. Rafael Rodriguez retires the side in order for the second time in 4 innings. I want to correct myself. Wisconsin has 2 hits on the day, not 1, as I had said earlier. We go to the top of the 5th inning here at Fox City Stadium, and the score is still Kernels 1, Timber Rattlers 1. You're enjoying Kernel Baseball in the Zone.
I live for you, I feed your cats, I fold your undies at the laundromat, unless you want me to have them dry. I get paid for that. I'll work things out, things get bad. I'll shave my soul back before I meet your dad. I'll wear a turtleneck to strategically hide my tattoos if I can. I'm quitting the band, I'm waiting your hand. I'm giving you all my time, but this Dr. Pepper is mine, rich taste, forget it. This Dr. Pepper is mine, one taste and you get it. I'll shop with you, always be true, but I'll never share my Dr. Pepper with you. Sorry. This Dr. Pepper is mine, one taste and you get it. So this Dr. Pepper is mine, refreshing taste, drinking by the case. This Dr. Pepper is mine, isn't even a word.
When we met, it's forget we would never forget the Ojanos. Now it's where mi amore and I dine in. We carry out the lunch and the dinner all the time for lasagna, ravioli, mandacati, cannelloni, tortellini, or try their delicious salads and sub sandwiches too. The Ojanos is the hometown taste of Italy. For your next meal with friends and a family, remember the Ojanos with 5 convenient locations for the pasta that makes you sing.
Through 4 innings, we have a dandy brewing here in Appleton. 1-1 the score. Jason Ramos, the number 9 hitter, stands in and looks at the first pitch high and away from lefty Julio Santiago. Jason flew out to right to end the Kernel second inning. Now he belts one to deep left, way back at the wall, and Jason Ramos has given the Kernels the lead with a home run down the left field line. Jason Ramos on a 1-0 delivery from Julio Santiago touches one off. Down the line it went, and over the 8-foot-high wall it went. It's only an 8-foot-high wall from the foul pole to the first billboard And then it goes up to 16 feet, and Jason Ramos is given a royal greeting in the Colonel first base dugout. Ramos is homered leading off the fifth, and it gives the Kernels a 2-1 lead in this ball game. Jason Ramos with his first home run of the season. He was batting right-handed when he belted it high and deep down the left field line over the 8-foot-high wall just to the right of the 325 mark. Alexi Casilla took a pitch low. Now Alexi takes a strike. Alexi Casilla is 2 for 2 in this ball game. He has singled twice, stolen third base twice, scored one of the 2 Kernel runs. Jason Ramos leading off the Kernel fifth with a bolt of lightning, a home run. Now a curve stays high to Casilla. Alexi ahead 3-1. Kernels ahead in the game now 2-1. Santiago's pitch is high and outside, ball 4. Alexi Casilla reaches for the third time in a row in this game. A leadoff or a walk following the home run by Jason Ramos.
Third baseman, Freddy Sandoval.
Freddy Sandoval. A sacrifice bunt his first time up. Freddy was not in the original Allen Motor Company Kernel starting lineup today. He was to be given a day off. Freddy's been struggling recently, perhaps a little bit tired, and he had to be inserted into the lineup after Nate Sutton was hit by a pitch in the first inning and could not play the field in the bottom of the first. Sutton was hit in the right hand with a pitch. Freddy swings and misses at a changeup, and he's in the hole 0-1. Our Colonel Roadshow Trivia Challenge question from Game 2 last night. We'll give it to you and congratulate our winner. Strike 2 called to Freddy Sandoval. In the nightcap last night, we told you that a Pittsburgh Pirate Hall of Famer won the National League MVP award at age 39, the oldest player to earn that distinction. We asked who he was, and Aaron Whitaker of Marion knew that it was Willie Stargell, Pops. Willie Stargell shared the 1979 National League MVP with Cardinal Keith Hernandez. Willie Stargell, the oldest player in the National League to ever win the MVP award, age 39, as a Pittsburgh Pirate in 79. A throw to first. Alexi Casilla is back safely. Aaron Whitaker of Marion emailed us with the correct answer to our Colonel Roadshow Trivia Challenge question last night in Game 2. Willie Stargell. Freddy Sandoval bloops the 0-2 pitch foul right back here behind home plate, and Freddy remains in the hole 0-2. Yeah, Willie Stargell gave out those Stargell stars in 1979. The We Are Family Bucks. The Pittsburgh Pirates, I remember their catcher was named Ed Ott. Ooh, a changeup just misses outside. Ball 1 to Freddy Sandoval. We'll have a chance for you to earn a prize from the Bim Ritter Diamond Shop in the top of the 6th inning this afternoon here from Fox City Stadium. All you need to do is log on to our website at www.kernels.com and then click on the link that says Colonel Roadshow Trivia Challenge. We'll have you do that in the top of the 6th inning. A chance for you to earn a prize from the Bim Ritter Diamond Shop. The 1-2 to Freddy Sandoval instead of throw to first, and Alexi Casilla is back safely. Casilla leads away from first. The lefty delivers, and a shot into center right at Sebastian Boucher. He takes a couple of steps back and makes the catch. Sebastian Boucher had that line drive hit right at him by Freddy Sandoval for the first out of the 5th inning. A leadoff homer by Jason Ramos, the number 9 hitter, has staked the Kernels to a 1-run lead, 2-1 here in the 5th. Aaron Peel has not had a good swing yet this afternoon. He's fouled out to first and struck out against the 19-year-old southpaw, Julio Santiago. A throw to first, and Alexi Casilla is back safely. Casilla, with a good-sized lead, is not running. A change-up and a swing and a miss by Aaron Peel. Strike 1. Peel, a right-handed batter, waits as Alexi Casilla draws the throw at first and gets back standing up. Aaron Peel, now 10 for 21 against Wisconsin pitching. The Timber Rattler lefty delivers. Strike two called. Aaron finds himself in the hole, 0-2. Top of the fifth inning and a one-run lead for the Kernels here in Appleton. The 0-2, a throw to first. They have Casilla picked off. The second first baseman throws to second, and Alexi is tagged out by Oswaldo Navarro. Alexi Casilla is caught stealing, picked off first base. It went pitcher to first baseman to the second baseman. Oswaldo, we'll check that. It went to the shortstop, 1-3-6. The shortstop, Asdrúbal Cabrera, put the tag on Alexi Casilla. Now Aaron Peel drives one deep and foul down the right field line. 0-2. The count remains to Aaron Peel here in the top of the fifth inning. Peel bounces one up the middle. The shortstop ranging far to his left. Cabrera gloves it and throws just in time to get Aaron Peel, who bounces out to short for the final out of the Colonel fifth inning. A leadoff home run by Jason Ramos has put the Kernels back in the lead here in this fifth inning. One run on one hit. The Kernels have a hit in every inning, at least one hit in every inning. There were no Wisconsin errors. Nobody left by the Kernels. We go to the bottom of the fifth inning now at Fox City Stadium. Kernels lead Wisconsin 2-1. You're listening to Kernel Baseball here in the Zone.
What should you do with your glass bottles and jars once they're empty? Recycle them, of course. After rinsing the containers out, put the lids in your blue recycling box. Then separate your clear glass from your colored glass and place them in a separate plastic container. Set your glass beside your blue recycling box for curbside collection. City crews will empty the containers and leave your buckets at the curb. Remember to help the earth by putting glass in the recycling and not in the garbage.
Brick's Bar and Grill has something great going on every day of the week. Monday is Tenderloin Monday. Buy one tenderloin, get one free. Tuesday, half-price pizza from 5 to close. Wednesday, 25-cent wings. Thursday, live music every Thursday night. Friday and Saturday, delicious pizza by the slice. Plus, Saturday is the return of 25-cent wings. Sunday, half-price pizza from 5 to close. And don't forget to join our brew club. Drink 100 different beers and win a free keg party. Brick's Bar and Grill, 320 2nd Avenue, downtown Cedar Rapids. See why we're the best bar and grill in town 7 days a week.
Well, I'll tell you, there was nothing like seeing Touchdown Jesus looking down on the stadium, right?
You know, walking through the tunnel in the Coliseum is something you never forget playing for USC, especially against a team like
the roar of the crowd when you enter the horseshoe for the first time is something I'll never forget.
Mike Golick,
Sean Salisbury,
Kirk Herbstreit,
defensive end,
quarterback,
Notre Dame, class of 85,
Southern Cal, 1986,
Ohio State, 1992.
Now, they're all on our team. The College Football Experience on ESPN Radio.
Remember, we'll have a chance for you to earn a prize from the Vim Ritter Diamond Shop. In the top of the sixth inning, our Colonel Road Show Trivia Challenge question. All you need to do is log on to www.kernels.com and click on the link that says Road Show Trivia Challenge. We go to the bottom of the fifth inning. And the batter for Wisconsin is Marshall Hubbard. Hubbard struck out in the second inning. Rafael Rodriguez has given up just 2 hits and a run through 4, and he struck out 4 Timber Rattlers. Marshall Hubbard, a .305 hitter, a left-handed batter, and he wallops one foul right into the backstop, strike one. Tonight, here in the Zone, you can catch the Cubs and Red Sox on ESPN Sunday Night Baseball. Next Sunday, Father's Day, bring Dad out to Veterans Memorial Stadium and treat him to brunch and a game of catch. Ball one is low to Marshall Hubbard. The brunch starts at 11 next Sunday, and it goes till 2 o'clock. And I sampled it. I had the brunch on Mother's Day. It was delicious and plentiful. Marshall Hubbard fouls the next one into the mid of Duenas, and he's in the hole, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Aaron Peel is pulled around into right center for this left-handed slugger, who grounds it hard up the middle. Diving stop by Jason Ramos. Throws the batter out. What a play by Jason Ramos to take a hit away from Marshall Hubbard. Hubbard mashed it hard up the middle. Jason Ramos had to go to his right, backhanded it, went down to his knees, and then popped to his feet and threw out Marshall Hubbard for the first out here in the 5th inning. Jason Ramos doing it with the bat and the glove in this ball game, and he wasn't even supposed to play second base. He had to be shifted from third to second. Here's a nubber right back to the mound off the bat of Brandon Green, and it's an easy play for Rafael Rodriguez as Rafael throws the batter out. Brandon Green 0 for 2 now, topped that first pitch and bounced it back weakly right to the base of the mound. As I was saying, Jason Ramos was playing third base in this game, never got to play third base because Nate Sutton, who was at second base, was hit by a pitch in the first inning and could not take the field in the bottom of the first inning. Freddy Sandoval came in to play third. Jason Ramos went to second, and Ramos just took a hit away from Marshall Hubbard leading off this 5th inning. They're 2 away, and Oswaldo Navarro takes a slider low and away for a ball. 2-1 Kernels in the bottom of the 5th inning on this glorious Sunday afternoon. The next one is high and inside for ball 2. To Oswaldo Navarro. Oswaldo hitting .267, a right-handed hitter with a straightaway stance. A high drive to left. It's going to tie the game. It's way back, and it is gone.
They also will get every home run. Here's Bigger Famous to a free cooking store to Sunset Boulevard. Full of hustlers in the white chapter.
2 gone, and the score tied 2-2 here in the 5th inning. Oswaldo Navarro on a 2-0 pitch hit it about the same place that Jason Ramos did, high and deep down the left field line, his 3rd of the year, and it's a 2-2 game with Josh Womack batting. The last thing Rafael Rodriguez expected the number 8 hitter to do was take him over the wall and left, but that's exactly what Oswaldo Navarro did to tie the game. You can tell Rafael's upset, so out to the hill goes Tommy Duenas. Well, that's too bad. But you have to give Navarro credit. He was ahead 2-0, and he got his pitch, and he hit it high and deep over the wall and left to tie the game. It's only the 5th home run that Rafael Rodriguez has surrendered. Now his backdoor slider is in for a strike. 1-1 to Josh Womack. Kernels about hit Wisconsin 6-3, and the game is tied 2-2 here in the bottom of the 5th inning on an unexpected 2-out home run from the number 8 hitter. A changeup is low, and that's ball 2 to the left-handed batter, Josh Womack. The 2-1 low for ball 3, so Rafael Rodriguez is still smarting from that home run he gave up. Somehow, Rafi has to put it out of his mind. Womack loops one down the line and left, and it falls foul by 2 feet beyond the reach of Freddy Sandoval down the left field line. It's a full count to Josh Womack here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Oswaldo Navarro, that's a name that these Appleton fans will remember for a long time. A home run with 2 out and nobody on in the 5th inning off Colonel ace Rafael Rodriguez. Now time is called as Tommy Duenas trudges to the hill. Remember, we're going to ask you to log on to our website at www.kernels.com. You can do so right now if you like. And click on the link that says Colonel Roadshow Trivia Challenge question. We'll have that Colonel Roadshow Trivia Challenge question for you. When the Kernels bat in the top of the 6th inning, what will the score be? Right now it's 2-2. The payoff pitch to Womack, high and away, ball 4. Rafael Rodriguez still upset about giving up that 2-out home run to the number 8 hitter, has walked the number 9 hitter, and look out for Womack. He's a perfect 13 for 13 in stolen base attempts this season. Now here comes trouble, Sebastian Boucher. Sebastian Boucher is coming to the hill. Boucher, the leadoff batter, is 1 for 2 so far today. Rafael Rodriguez has issued his first walk of the afternoon. A throw to first, and it gets away. It goes into the Colonel bullpen. Josh Womack should be able to go to third. He may score. The ball underneath the bench, and it's a third base advancement. Ooh, now they're sending Womack back to second, and that's too bad. The ball went under the bench of the Colonel dugout, or the Colonel bullpen. Chris Walston unable to retrieve it, and Womack is in scoring position, and Rafael Rodriguez is still smarting from that home run. He has not been the same since the number 8 hitter launched the home run to tie the game. He throws one away past first. Man, have we done a lot of that this year. Our pitchers have thrown a lot of balls past first base. Josh Womack now in scoring position for Sebastian Boucher. He'll try to give Wisconsin their first lead of this game. The plate umpire flinches on a pitch over but low for ball 1 to Boucher. Josh Womack is at second base after he walked, and Rafael Rodriguez threw wildly past first, and Sebastian Boucher is primed and ready to try to give Wisconsin their first lead of this game. A swing and a miss on a changeup, strike 1. Boucher bats with an extreme open stance and waits for the 1-1 with the go-ahead run at second and 2 out in the 5th. A swing and a miss on a slider. Rafael Rodriguez now pitching with a lot more heart and gumption than he was a moment ago. He really let that home run by Navarro get to him. Now it looks like he may have put it out of his mind, and he's going after the batter, Sebastian Boucher. Nothing you can do after a guy hits a home run but learn from it and get the next hitter if possible. A pitch in the dirt. Tommy Duenas blocks it, and Josh Womack strayed towards third base but then hustled back to second. Tommy did not throw down there. Two balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter. Rafael looked like he was on his way to an easy inning until the number 8 hitter belted his 3rd home run of the year. A walk followed, then a throwing error, and now a 2-2 delivery to the leadoff batter, Boucher. Outside, ball 3. Ball 3, a full count now to Boucher. We're tied at 2, and we're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Josh Womack will be running on this 2-out full count delivery to Sebastian Boucher from Rafael Rodriguez. Instead, Rafi steps off as Womack was getting a big walking lead from second base. Now the payoff pitch. Here it is. A tap to second. Jason Ramos has it, and on to first and the inning. So Rafael Rodriguez weathers the storm. He gets Sebastian Boucher to tap out to second. Wisconsin ties the game on an unlikely 2-out solo home run by Oswaldo Navarro. 1 run for the Timber Rattlers on 1 hit. 1 Kernel error, the first by either team today, and Wisconsin leaves 1 man aboard. They've now stranded 2 on the day. Brand new game as we go to the top of the 6th. Our Colonel Roadshow Trivia Challenge question just ahead. It's the Kernels 2, Wisconsin 2. This is Colonel Baseball in the Zone.
I cannot face anyone but me. Baby, can't you see I know what's right for me? Don't tell me wrong from right. I know just what I like. Yeah, call me crazy, I don't care. Come feel the joy all around each generation. They got their own kind of sound. I'm just shout it out.
At Buffalo Wild Wings, we think our new honey barbecue sauce is the perfect flavor for summer. And nothing says summer better than baseball. So to help get the word out, we've replaced the pine tar on this slugger's bat with our tangy new honey barbecue sauce.
Now batting cleanup, Ronnie Dent. Here's the pitch. He swings.
Whoa! Now there's a lucky fan with a brand new souvenir. And since summertime also means party time, we've replaced the water at this pool party with honey barbecue sauce, too. That sauce is so good, he's refusing to come up for air.
Come to Buffalo Wild Wings for the smoky backyard flavor of new honey barbecue sauce. But hurry, this great new sauce is just here for summer, only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Stop in your local Buffalo Wild Wings today to try our latest delicious sauce, new honey barbecue. Available this summer only.
Chad Fillinger, who started the Friday night game that was suspended, pitched 2 scoreless innings, is on in relief here for Wisconsin as we go to the top of the 6th inning. Chad Fillinger, a right-hander who's had a very good year for the Timber Rattlers. As I said, he pitched 2 scoreless innings starting the game for Wisconsin on Friday night, along with Carl Jelena. That game was suspended by rain. The final line on Julio Santiago, the 19-year-old lefty, he pitched well. 5 innings, 2 runs, 6 hits, 4 strikeouts, a walk, and a hit batter. Chad Fillinger to face the Colonel cleanup batter, Drew Toussaint, in a 2-2 ball game here in the top of the 6th inning. Fillinger's a tall right-hander, and his first pitch to Drew is high for a ball. Chad Fillinger, 2-2, on for the 19th time out of the Wisconsin bullpen with a 2.29 ERA. A deep drive to center by Drew Toussaint, way back at the wall, and it's over the 16-foot high wall for a leadoff home run. Drew Toussaint greets Chad Fillinger in an abrupt, rude style as he lifts a home run over the center field wall, and that's number 6 for Drew Toussaint. And it gives the Kernels the lead back here in the top of the 6th inning, 3-2. Drew Toussaint on a 1-0 pitch belted it high and deep to straightaway center. Sebastian Boucher went back, looked up, and it was a home run for Drew Toussaint to make it 3-2 Kernels here in the top of the 6th inning. How about Drew Toussaint against Chad Fillinger, the right-hander? Now Tommy Duenas takes high for ball 1. It's a 3-2 Colonel lead thanks to a leadoff home run from Drew Toussaint. A breaking pitch from Fillinger on the outside corner, a strike called to Tommy Duenas. Chad Fillinger pitched 2 perfect innings starting Friday night's game, and that game, if you'll recall, was suspended by rain, made up or continued as game 1 of a doubleheader yesterday. Tommy Duenas held up on a pitch down and in for ball 2. Chad Fillinger. He's a 6'4", 23-year-old right-hander out of Santa Clara University, and he's pitching here in the top of the 6th inning. He has surrendered a leadoff home run to Drew Toussaint. Here's a deep drive down the left field line by Duenas. It's hooking, and it is a foul ball. They called it fair last night. They call it foul today. That was ruled a fair ball last night, but a foul ball this afternoon by plate umpire Jeff Lascola. No argument from Colonel manager Bobby Magallanes coaching at third base. Tommy Duenas narrowly missed connecting for his 5th home run of this road trip. I mean, he narrowly missed as he belted it high and deep down the left field line for a long strike 2. 2-2 to Tommy Duenas. A breaking pitch from the Timber Rattler right-hander, and it's low and outside. It's a full count to Tommy Duenas. 3-2 Kernels here in the top of the sixth inning. Time for you to log on to our website and take your shot at earning a prize from the Bim Ritter Diamond Shop, our Kernel Roadshow Trivia Challenge. First, the payoff to Tommy. He lifts it into left center. On the run to his right and making the catch is Sebastian Boucher. Tommy Duenas flies out to center field for the first out here in the Kernel sixth inning. As you log on to our website at www.kernels.com, bear in mind that if you've been one of our 34 previous Kernel Roadshow Trivia Challenge question winners, please play along wherever you're tuned in this afternoon, but please don't email us with your answer. Likewise, if you've won a Springhouse Family Restaurant baseball trivia question at home, please play along, but don't email us your answer. A curve is in for a strike to Warner Madrigal. Madrigal, standing in from the right side, looks at a breaking pitch down and away. After you've logged on to our website, click on the link that says Kernel Roadshow Trivia Challenge, and please email us your name, address, and phone number. Strike two on the outside corner to Madrigal. Warner digs in a little deeper from the right side. In the hole 1 and 2, Chad Fillinger on in relief here in the sixth inning, 3-2 Kernels. Ball one is low to Warner Madrigal, or ball two rather. Our Kernel Roadshow Trivia Challenge question will come after this next pitch to Warner Madrigal. You need to email us your name, address, and phone number. Strike three called. Warner Madrigal is called out on a changeup at the knees, and he glares back at the plate umpire. Two gone following the leadoff homer by Drew Toussaint here in the sixth inning that has given the Kernels a one-run lead. Here's our Kernel Roadshow Trivia Challenge question. After racking up 119 saves for Seattle between 2000 and 2002, this closer retired to his home country of Japan. Who is he? Jordan Renz takes a pitch low for ball one. Our Kernel Roadshow Trivia Challenge question. After racking up 119 saves for the Mariners between 2000 and 2002, this closer retired to his home country of Japan. Who is he? Who is he? Boy, in 3 seasons, nearly 120 saves. So that's an average of almost 40 saves for 3 seasons with Seattle, and then he retired to Japan. Strike two called on the outside corner from Fillinger. Chad has painted that outside corner throughout this sixth inning. And he's ahead of Jordan Renz, who's 1 for 2 today, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jordan shortens up on the stick and takes just outside for ball two. Swing and a miss on a changeup, low and away, and Chad Fillinger, after giving up the home run to Toussaint, retires the next 3 Kernels in order. 1 run in the 6th for the Kernels on 1 hit. There were no Wisconsin errors. The Kernels leave the bases empty. One more time, our Kernel Roadshow Trivia Challenge question. After racking up 119 saves for Seattle between 2000 and 2002, this closer retired to his home country of Japan. Who is he? Email us the answer to that Kernel Roadshow Trivia Challenge question with your name, address, and phone number as well. After 5 1/2, the Kernels up a run, 3-2 over Wisconsin. This is Kernel Baseball in the Zone.
This place sucks! So get sucked in. It's Tornado's Grub and Pub. Tornado's has food for the body and music for the soul. Stop in and fill your stomach with great food from their grill, including the best mushroom and Swiss burger in town. And every Thursday and Saturday night, they have live music, some of the region's best entertainers to help you get your groove on. Food for the body and music for the soul. Come get twisted. Tornado's Pub and Grub, 1400 3rd Street Southeast in Cedar Rapids.
The way to pocket important savings is to take advantage of Chevron motor oils and lubricants from the Autzen Oil Company, your local Chevron oil distributor. Chevron lubricants are made from higher quality base oils for better performance, and that means longer life for your engine. Contact the Autzen Oil Company in Cedar Rapids for details on how you can save time and money with Chevron lubricants. The Autzen Oil Company, serving Iowa with quality lubricants since 1933. Visit Autzen Oil Company at www.autzen.com.
Kelly's Auto Center in Iowa City is the home of the nationwide 6-month, 6,000-mile warranty. Whether it's across town or across the country, you'll drive with confidence in a Kelly's car. Each of Kelly's vehicles receives a strict 110-point safety inspection to make sure you receive the quality used vehicle you've come to expect from us. A qualified mechanic checks each car, truck, and van bumper to bumper. For peace of mind on your next vehicle purchase, stop by and see Brett or Tim at Kelly's Auto Center at 510 South Riverside Drive in Iowa City.
Wisconsin sends in their number 2, 3, and 4 hitters to face Rafael Rodriguez as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. A 3-2 lead for the Kernels. Kernels have out-hit Wisconsin 7-3, out-homered them 2-1. Solo shots today by Jason Ramos to put the Kernels ahead 2-1 in the 5th inning. And a solo blast leading off the 6th by Drew Toussaint, his 6th of the season against reliever Chad Fillinger. Wisconsin got a 2-out homer from their number 8 hitter Oswaldo Navarro in the bottom of the 5th inning. It tied the game at 2. But then the Toussaint leadoff homer in the 6th has the Kernels back ahead. 0-1 pitch is grounded through the middle for a leadoff single for Young Chi Chen. Young Chi Chen is the tying run at first with nobody out in the Wisconsin 6th inning. Chen hit it hard right through the mound into center field, right over the mound into center field. Asdrúbal Cabrera has driven in a run. He's grounded out to second twice. Cabrera, a switch hitter, will bat with the tying run at first, Young Chi Chen, and nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. There is action starting to brew in the Colonel right field bullpen. Rafael Rodriguez, his first pitch is a strike at the knees, a fastball as Asdrúbal Cabrera showed bunt, pulled the bat back, and took strike one. Freddy Sandoval is cheating in on the edge of the grass at third for the Kernels. Freddy's playing way off the third base line. The center fielder, Aaron Peel, is pulled way into left center for this left-handed batter. Ball one is high and away as the batter was bunting, trying to sacrifice the tying run to second here in the 6th inning. A pitch out. Ooh, and the batter swung and hit Tommy Duenas' left hand. He hit Duenas' hand, and the batter is... Oh, they've called interference. We're going to have a huge argument. They've called interference on Tommy Duenas. Wow, are we going to have an argument? We are going to have a monumental argument, a turning point in this game, perhaps. What a tough break. Tommy Duenas may have broken his hand. The batter stepped across home plate, which he's allowed to do, and swung at that pitch out, hit Tommy Duenas in the left hand, and the batter is awarded first base on catcher's interference. What an unusual play. You'll see it maybe once every 10 years. It's the first time I've seen it, and this is my 10th year with the Kernels. Tommy Duenas will likely be replaced by Brett Martinez. He was hit in the left hand by a swing of Asdrúbal Cabrera. The Kernels were pitching out. The runner was going. The batter swung and hit Tommy's glove hand, knocked his glove right off his hand, and the batter is awarded first base on batter's interference, or catcher's interference. Unbelievable. Now Wisconsin has a great chance to tie it or take the lead here in the 6th inning. What a tough turn of events for the Kernels. Tommy Duenas is going to gut it out and stay in there. Asdrúbal Cabrera reaches first base on catcher's interference by Tommy Duenas on a pitch out. Now Mike Wilson, will he be swinging or bunting? It looks like he's going to bunt. He's choking up. And he bunts to the mound. The only play for Rodriguez is to throw the batter out. It went 1-3. Terrific sacrifice by Mike Wilson. Tying run at third. Go-ahead run at second for the Timber Rattlers here in the 6th inning. Mike Wilson, an excellent bunt. Deadened the ball, and it landed between home plate and the mound. And no chance for Rafael Rodriguez to throw the runner out at third. The sacrifice went 1-3. And Rob Johnson will try to give Wisconsin the lead in this game. The Timber Rattlers have runners at second and third with only one out. Rob Johnson had a hit taken away from him on an outstanding play by Rafael Rodriguez, a bunt single attempt to end the 4th inning. A swing and a miss by Rob Johnson, strike one. Young Chi-Chan opened the inning with a ground ball single up the middle. Asdrúbal Cabrera then reached on catcher's interference on a pitch out. He swung and knocked the glove off Tommy Duenas, but was within his right to do so as he was protecting a runner, Chen, on a pitch out. About to the third, Freddy Sandoval looks the runner back to third, throws to first for the out. That's a huge second out. That's a huge second out here in the sixth inning as Rob Johnson pulled a pitch and bounced it weakly to third. Young Chi-Chen took one step towards the plate
Designated hitter for the Rattlers, number 18.
And then retreated back to the bag. Second and third. Two out, and the batter is Marshall Hubbard. Tommy Duenas has been charged with an error on the play that allowed the batter moments ago to reach first. Marshall Hubbard taps one to the mound. Rafael Rodriguez has it, throws in time. Marshall Hubbard topped the first pitch, and it stayed up in the air a long time. Came kerplop into the mid of Rafael Rodriguez, who winged his throw to first in time. In time, and the Timber Rattlers, who had runners at second and third and only one out, do not tie the game and do not take the lead thanks to great pitching by Rafael Rodriguez. What an excellent, excellent sequence of pitches Rodriguez made to Rob Johnson and Marshall Hubbard to prevent Wisconsin from tying the game or taking the lead here in the sixth inning. No runs for the Timber Rattlers. One hit, one Kernel error, catcher's interference on Duenas. The Timber Rattlers leave a pair. They've stranded four. And after 6 innings, the Kernels still hold a 3-2 lead over Wisconsin. This is Kernel Baseball in the Zone.
I'm Dave Shea. For 35 years, I was a news anchor for Channel 2. You may also have seen me driving around Cedar Rapids in my Honda Accord. Well, I retired from broadcasting, but I haven't given up my Honda. For years, I've told friends they should consider owning a Honda, specifically from Randy Keel Honda. Randy is a local dealer with 13 years of experience in matching drivers to the right vehicle. He has a fine selection of new Hondas as well as quality pre-owned vehicles. And more than just a reliable service department, Randy Keel Honda offers Honfidence, a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty on every new vehicle sold. You can take my word for it, but you may also want to talk with other Honda owners. They're people you know, your friends, your neighbors, maybe even your relatives. And you can do more homework by logging on to Randy's website at www.randykeel.com. I'm a satisfied Honda owner, and I'm sure you will be too. See Randy Keel Honda today on Centerpoint Road Northeast.
Everyone wants their print and copy needs to be done right and to be done on time. Copyworks will meet those expectations. Copyworks will see to it that your work is of the highest quality. They'll do that by consulting with you at your place of work. Copyworks stands behind their work for you. It will be done right and it will be done on time. You can count on Copyworks to come through for you. When it's important to you, Copyworks lets your work shine through. Copyworks, Copyworks.
Well, what a job by Rafael Rodriguez to prevent Wisconsin from tying the game or taking the lead. The Timber Rattlers put their first 2 men on in the bottom of the 6th inning as then a sacrifice bunt by Mike Wilson had the tying run at third, the go-ahead run at second, but Rafael Rodriguez got Rob Johnson to tap out to third. Here's Chris Walston taking a strike and now pulling one foul into the Wisconsin third base bullpen. It's 0-2 to Chris Walston. He's hit into a double play and lined out to right so far today. Chad Fillinger ahead of Chris Walston, no balls, 2 strikes. Look out, a pitch high and tight, and Walston spun out of the way just in time, ball 1. 3-2 Kernels here in the top of the 7th inning. Swing and a miss, the old baseball trick, up and in, low and away, and Chad Fillinger did it to perfection as his next pitch after buzzing back Chris Walston was a breaking pitch down and away, and Chris waved at it for strike 3. That's 3 strikeouts in a row now for Chad Fillinger. 3-2 Kernels in the top of the 7th inning. Jason Ramos, who belted his first home run as a Colonel batting right-handed his last time up, stands in from the left side and takes ball one high and away. Chad Fillinger has now set down 4 Kernels in a row. He pumps in a fastball for a strike on the outside corner to Jason Ramos. Jason hitting 114, 1 home run now, 3 RBIs. Swing and a miss by Jason Ramos, strike 2. And it looks like that after giving up the leadoff homer to Toussaint, that Chad Fillinger has found his great stuff. Ball 2 missed just inside, and it evens the count 2-2. To Jason Ramos. 1 out here in the Colonel 7th, base is empty. Swing and a miss by Jason Ramos. He's the 4th Colonel in a row to strike out at the hands of right-handed reliever Chad Fillinger. The Kernels are 11th in the league in hitting with a .246 batting average. We've struggled on the road. This is our last road game of the first half. We're hitting .229 on the road. And a win here today would give us an 8-8 road trip to South Bend and to Appleton. And it would also make the Kernels 8-8 in a 16-game stretch against the top 2 teams in the Midwest League. Here's a bouncer over the hill by Alexi Casilla, and no play for Oswaldo Navarro. It'll be an infield single as Alexi Casilla reaches base for the 4th straight time today. Alexi with his 3rd hit. This one was a bouncer just over the head of the pitcher Fillinger, and it died behind second. Oswaldo Navarro came racing in, got a glove on it, but overran it, and Alexi Casilla, who has stolen 3rd base twice today, may be trying to steal 2nd base here in the 7th inning. 3-2 Kernels in the top of the 7th inning. Freddy Sandoval, a switch hitter batting left, takes ball 1 low. A good stop on the backhanded play by Rob Johnson, the catcher, prevented a wild pitch. We'll have some finals for you already from earlier this afternoon on the State Farm Major League scoreboard when the Timber Rattlers bat in the bottom of the 7th. Ball 2 is high and outside to Freddy Sandoval. What a great 6 innings for Rafael Rodriguez, the Colonel starter. Freddy Sandoval drives one way back to right, way back in the corner, and Mike Wilson makes a great effort. It's off the wall, and the scoring is Casilla. Mike Wilson falls down. Freddy Sandoval is going to try to come all the way home. He is safe! He is safe, and Freddy Sandoval has rounded the bases and given the Kernels the lead. Freddy Sandoval scores all the way on a high, deep drive down the right field line. I don't know if it'll be an inside-the-park home run or an error on Mike Wilson, but the Kernels have taken a 5-2 lead here as Freddy Sandoval drove one high and deep down the right field line. Off the wall, and then it ricocheted far, far away back towards the regular right field position of Mike Wilson. Mike then stumbled, picked the ball up. Bobby Magallanes had already waved home Alexi Casilla, and he kept windmilling his arms, telling Freddy Sandoval to keep going, and Freddy dove in head first across the dish with a 2-run home run inside the park. An inside-the-park 2-run homer for Freddy Sandoval gives the Kernels a 5-2 lead here in the top of the 7th inning. Wow, Freddy Sandoval with a Colonel first. An inside-the-park home run. Here's Aaron Peel ripping one foul on a 1-1 count past 3rd base. With 2 out, Casilla reached on an infield single, and then Freddy Sandoval ripped one down the line and right, high and deep. It went off the scoreboard that I described to you that is right next to the right field foul pole in fair ground. It hit that scoreboard and then ricocheted back towards the right field position, behind Mike Wilson. Mike then picked it up, but on his way to retrieve it, he slipped. He then got up, threw home, and Freddy Sandoval just did beat the relay throw home, or actually it was a one-hop throw from Mike Wilson. Freddy sprawling belly flop to the back of the plate, eluded the tag of Rob Johnson, and he scored on an inside-the-park home run. Wow. Casilla scored all the way from first on what looked to be a triple. Now ball 2 to Aaron Peel outside. Peel swings at a slider and misses, strike 3. Aaron Peel's 0 for 4. The Kernels, though, have taken a 3-run lead, their biggest of the day, on a 2-out, 2-run inside-the-park homer by Freddy Sandoval. 2 runs for the Kernels, 2 hits in the 7th inning. There were no Timber Rattler errors, and the Kernels leave the bases empty. A 2-out, 2-run inside-the-park home run by Freddy Sandoval, and as we go to the home half of the 7th inning, the Kernels lead Wisconsin 5-2. You're tuned to Kernel Baseball in the Zone.
Your home is a powerful asset. Managed wisely, it can help you with home improvements, tuition, and other expenses. Wells Fargo Home Equity Financing is the key. With flexible terms, competitive rates, and affordable payments. Our bankers have the knowledge and resources to help you find the best financing for your needs. Talk with a Wells Fargo banker today and see how home equity financing can help you reach your next stage. Wells Fargo, the next stage, the housing lender.
We've been telling you for some time that Greg's Lawn Service is a cut above the rest when it comes to caring for your lawn. However, Greg's experienced staff does so much more than lawn care. They offer complete landscape design and installation, concrete curb edging, grading, sodding, and hydro seeding. Yes, Greg's is a complete lawn care service, and they welcome the opportunity to show you why they are a cut above the rest. Give Greg's a call for more details about their wide range of services.
Chuck and Dale's Bar and Grill. We're a bar
with great entertainment like the acoustic guitar of Jeff Bruner every other Wednesday and an all-new game room.
And we're a grill
with homemade daily lunch specials starting at $3.75 Monday through Friday.
At Chuck and Dale's Bar and Grill, we serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We've expanded and updated our menu, so come on in and see what's new.
Chuck and Dale's Bar and Grill, 4958 Johnson Avenue Northwest in Cedar Rapids.
Freddy Sandoval with a 2-out electrifying inside-the-park home run has given the Kernels a lead of 5-2 as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Man, oh man. Freddy hit a ball I thought was going to leave the ballpark. Mike Wilson chased it into the right field corner. I think he got a glove on it. But then it hit the scoreboard apparatus that is part of the right field wall down the line, ricocheted away from Mike Wilson, and Freddy Sandoval with a head-first dive across the backside of the plate was ruled safe by Jeff Lascola, and ball 1 is low now to Brandon Green, who has tapped back to Rafael Rodriguez twice this afternoon. Green drives one hard into left. On the run is Drew Toussaint, and Drew to his left spears it for the first out of the 7th inning. Drew Toussaint had to get on his horse and gallop quickly to his right. I think I said to his left. It was to my left. And Brandon Green is out on a fly ball to left to open up the 7th inning. Oswaldo Navarro tied this game in the bottom of the 5th inning with a 2-out solo shot down the left field line. It's 5-2 Kernels, and we're in the bottom of the 7th inning. A fastball is a strike call to Oswaldo Navarro. Big gap in right center for Navarro as Aaron Peel is pulled around into left center. Ooh, a knee-buckling slider, and it's strike 2. That was the sharpest breaking pitch that Rafael Rodriguez has delivered today. He had Oswaldo Navarro actually ducking for cover. That pitch was so tightly wound. Another slider, and this one's low and in for ball 1. As promised, State Farm Insurance agents Gary Schubat, Dale Thompson, Lanny Peterson, and Al Shetler stepped to the plate here in the bottom of the 7th with our first look at the State Farm Major League scoreboard. And we have 5 finals already. First, the 1-2 to Navarro. He skies it high in the air, foul, straight back here. A final from Miami, Dolphin Stadium. The Rangers bounced the Marlins 6-2. Our parent club in Gotham, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, we trimmed the Mets 4-3 this afternoon at Big Shea. Navarro reaches out and fouls one away to the right side to stay even on the count, 2-2. Again, the Angels 4, the Mets 3 at Shea Stadium. Cincinnati clubbed the Orioles 10-6 this afternoon at Great America Ballpark. The red-hot Phillies derailed Milwaukee 6-2 at Citizens Bank Park today. The Phillies are red hot. Here's a high drive sent soaring into right center field. Aaron Peel is gliding to his left, and Aaron lassos it in for the second out of the inning. Oswaldo Navarro flies out to center. 2 gone here in the bottom of the 7th. The Kernels leading it 5-2 over the Timber Rattlers. With 2 out, Josh Womack bats. Womack walked and went to second on a wild throw past first, following the home run by Navarro in the 5th inning. 2 gone in the 7th. It's 5-2 Kernels, and Womack slashes one foul out of play down the left side. Josh is a left-handed batter. Again, the Phillies turn back the Brewers 6-2 at Citizens Bank Ballpark this afternoon. And Houston blanked the Blue Jays at Minute Maid Park, 3-0 Astros. A fastball is over but low to Womack, 1-1 to Josh. They're in the top of the 8th inning at RFK Stadium in our nation's capital, and the surging Nationals hold a 3-2 lead over the parent club of these Timber Rattlers, the Seattle Mariners. Washington 3, Mariners 2 at RFK in the top of the 8th. Ball 2 is low and in to Josh Womack. Oakland is trouncing the Braves 11-4. They're in the bottom of the 7th at Turner Field in Atlanta. And in the top of the 8th at PNC Park, the Devil Rays lead the Pirates 5-4. The 2-1 to Womack. High and away, ball 3. We'll be checking in with our in-studio engineer, Jake Lentz, to see how the other games are going, including the Yankees and Cardinals. Tigers and Rockies, those games are underway. But those are the games that are either final or well along on the State Farm Major League scoreboard. Rockies 3-1 to the number 9 hitter is drilled to deep right. Back is Madrigal, and it's over his head and off the wall. Josh Womack will speed into second with a 2-out double. Josh Womack on a 3-1 pitch got one to his liking, and he drilled it over the head of Warner Madrigal in right for the 5th hit of the day for the Timber Rattlers.
Here he comes again, fans.
Josh Womack reaches base for the second time. So far, nothing doing in the Colonel bullpen on this 87-degree, warm, muggy Sunday afternoon. Rafael Rodriguez will now have to face the top of the order in the bottom of the 7th inning. Sebastian Boucher's 1 for 3 so far. Sebastian Boucher has flown out to left, singled up the middle, and bounced out to second. Jason Ramos is pulled over towards the bag at second base, playing Sebastian Boucher to hit up the middle. A long look by Rodriguez at Womack at second, and Rafi's pitch is high and away. Rafael Rodriguez may be tiring a bit. I'm surprised nothing is shaking in the Colonel right field bullpen. Tommy Duenas out to the hill to talk it over with Rafi. Five to 2 Kernels. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. On that inside the park home run by Freddy Sandoval in the top of this inning, I thought Mike Wilson caught the ball down the right field line. Well, at first, when it was hit, I thought it was a home run. Then Wilson chased to his left, down the line, got close to it. It hit off the scoreboard, the mini scoreboard, lodged down the right field line. Strike 1 to Sebastian Boucher, and now the next one is low and away for ball 2. The ball ricocheted towards second base. Mike Wilson stumbled going after it. When he got to it, he heaved a strike home on one hop to catcher Rob Johnson, but Freddy Sandoval crossed the plate with a belly flop slide. Boucher grounds one up the middle. There's Jason Ramos. He had him positioned perfectly, and Boucher is thrown out by Jason Ramos. Jason was playing Sebastian Boucher to hit it up the middle. That's where he did, and Jason Ramos gloved it and threw out the batter, Boucher, to end the 7th inning. 7 magnificent innings from right-hander Rafael Rodriguez. No runs in the 7th for Wisconsin, a 2-out double, 1 hit, their 5th of the day. There were no Kernel errors. Timber Rattlers leave a runner aboard. They've stranded 5. We go to the top of the 8th inning at Fox City Stadium with the Kernels leading Wisconsin 5-2. This is Kernel Baseball in the Zone.
This Around the House Quick Tip is brought to you by Menards.
A cordless drill makes a great Father's Day gift. A 9-volt model is perfect for most household projects. For dads with big building projects to tackle, a 14-volt or larger drill is a good choice. For Around the House, I'm Chris Larson.
Save big on great Father's Day gifts now during the big sale at Menards. Stock Dad's Workshop with Stanley hand tools, all on sale. Plus, save big on a great selection of power tools. Choose from a skill recip saw or a 14.4-volt cordless drill, just $49.99 each. Or how about a Dremel variable speed multi-pro tool kit? It comes with 70 accessories and handy storage organizer on sale for just $56.97. Or give a Menards gift card available in stores and at Menards.com. For great Father's Day gifts, shop Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
What do you get when you combine authentic Mexican food, popular American favorites, world-class margaritas, and sports? You get CJ's Sports Bar and Grill. For 10 years, CJ's has been serving quality food at reasonable prices in a friendly atmosphere. We offer daily lunch specials and happy hours 3 to 6, Monday through Friday. Stop in for a game of pool or darts with $2 bottles of domestic beers all the time. CJ's Sports Bar and Grill. Great food and your favorite spirits in the heart of Czech Village.
A new pitcher for Wisconsin in the 8th inning, and both pitches have been inside to Drew Toussaint, nearly hitting him from right-hander Sibney Bayo, B-E-L-L-O, Sibney Bayo, the second relief pitcher used by the Timber Rattlers this afternoon. Toussaint takes inside for ball 3. Drew led off the 5th inning, snapped a 2-2 tie by belting a home run over the center field wall, and that was against Chad Fillinger. I'll give you Fillinger's final line here in a moment after the 3-0 to Drew Toussaint. It's inside, and a 4-pitch walk issued by Sibney, C-I-B-N-E-Y, Bayo, B-E-L-L-O. Drew Toussaint never took the bat off his shoulder, and he walks to open up the Kernel 8th inning, a 5-2 lead for the Kernels here in Appleton. Chad Fillinger went 2 innings, giving up 3 runs on 3 hits. 2 of the 3 hits were home runs. Fillinger struck out 5 and walked none. Tommy Duenas standing in, 1 for 3. He singled his first time up. A fastball misses inside from Sibney Bayo, the 22-year-old from Venezuela. Now the pitching coach comes out of the Wisconsin dugout. That's Brad Holman. And that'll give us a chance to have you look ahead to July 4th. It's a Monday this summer, Monday, July 4th. It's RFK Trucking Patriotic Jersey Day. The game starts at 5. The Kernels will be wearing red, white, and blue jerseys sponsored by RFK Trucking on the 4th of July. You can bid for those jerseys. They'll be auctioned off throughout the afternoon and evening, and several of them will be given away by a simple process of a raffle ticket. So you could come away with a patriotic jersey sponsored by RFK Trucking right off the backs of the Kernel players on July 4th. It gets even better. It's McDonald's Baseball Bat Day, Monday, July 4th, a 5 o'clock start. The first 1,000 of you kids 12 and under receive a genuine wooden McDonald's Kernel logo baseball bat on July 4th. Meet me at the stadium. 5 o'clock start on July 4th. Stay after the ball game to watch the Freedom Festival fireworks on July 4th. A breaking pitch in the dirt, and it's 2-0 to Tommy Duenas. We have some more scores to share with you thanks to State Farm Insurance agents Al Shetler, Gary Schubat, Lanny Peterson, and Dale Thompson. We'll get to those in a moment on the State Farm Major League Scoreboard. The 2-0 to Duenas. Inside from Sidney Bayo, ball 3. It's the Yankees 1, the Cardinals 1, top of the 6th inning, Busch Stadium, St. Louis. 2-2, the Tigers and Rockies at Coors Field in Denver. They're in the top of the 5th inning. Will Tommy be turned loose on 3-0? I would bet he will be. Ball 4 is inside, and Sidney Bayo has dug himself a hole. The Kernels trying to put this one on ice, lead it 5-2 in the top of the 8th, and they have their first 2 runners aboard. Sidney Bayo has yet to find the strike zone. No score, the Indians and Giants in the bottom of the 1st at SBC Park in San Francisco. The White Sox in the top of the 1st have scored a run against San Diego at Petco Park. Minnesota and the Dodgers are scoreless in the bottom of the 1st at Chavez Ravine. Kansas City yet to start at Bank One Ballpark in Phoenix. Tonight, the game you'll hear in the zone, the Red Sox and Cubs at Wrigley Field. Ball 1 misses inside to Warner Madrigal. Well, Bobby Magallanes has to be very, very pleased with the way his ball club has played the last 15, now 16 games against the 2 best teams in the Midwest League. There's ball 2 over but low, and it's 2-0 to Warner Madrigal. The Kernels are completing a stretch of 16 games against the Eastern Division leading Silverhawks and the co-leaders in the West, Wisconsin, and they've won 7 and lost 8. Ball 3 over but low. And now the plate umpire is getting some guff from the third base Timber Rattler dugout.
That was pretty much
It is 3-0 to Warner Madrigal. The next delivery, strike 1 call. And a bit of a Bronx cheer from the faithful here at Fox City Stadium. Warner may be taking again on 3-1. He does. It misses inside, and the bases are loaded on walks for Jordan Renz. The bases loaded of 13 pitches. Sidney Bayo has only gotten 1 across the plate in the strike zone. He's gotten several across the plate, but they've been low or high. And there is no action in the Wisconsin bullpen. The bases are loaded for Jordan Renz. Jordan Renz will try to get at least 1 run home here in the top of the 8th inning. 5-2 Kernels. They've out-hit Wisconsin 9-5. And the first pitch to Jordan Renz. Strike 1 called on the outside corner. Bases loaded, 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss by Jordan. That looked like a changeup, strike 2. Drew Toussaint led off the 6th inning against reliever Chad Fillinger and belted a home run over the 16-foot high wall in center to make it 3-2 Kernels. Freddy Sandoval came through with a 2-out, 2-run inside the park home run against Fillinger in the 7th inning to make it 5-2. It's now a curveball high to Jordan Renz for ball 1. The Wisconsin infield has come in for the play at the plate. The Timber Rattlers in their black knit tops with silver letters, black hats, and silver bills on those black caps. They wear white home pants. The Kernels in their red knit tops with big white numbers on the back. Jordan Renz takes a pitch just inside, a throw to third, and diving back safely was Drew Toussaint. Head first slide by Toussaint as he got back in ahead of the throw by Rob Johnson, the catcher. We'll have our Colonel Did You Know question for you in the bottom of the 8th inning. Here's the 2-2 to Jordan Renz. Missed inside, and now it's a full count with the bases loaded and nobody out. We may have the Colonel Did You Know question for you here in the top of the 8th inning, depending on if Wisconsin makes a pitching change. Infield in for the play at the plate. The 3-2 delivery to Jordan Renz is headed home, and he strokes it foul down the right field line. Jordan Renz fouled away the 3-2 pitch. Young Chi Chen at third, Asdrúbal Cabrera at short, Oswaldo Navarro at second, Brandon Green at first. They're all drawn in for the play at the plate. Renz is shortened up on the bat. The next pitch. A high fly ball down the line and left. It may drop. It may drop. It's caught. A diving catch by Womack, and he fires home to prevent a run from scoring. Josh Womack went back. He misread that ball, then came in. He dove, and when he dove, I'm surprised Drew Toussaint did not tag up, but Drew stayed at third base, the first out of the inning, and credit Jordan Renz with a very good at-bat. He got the ball airborne into shallow left. Womack came in after breaking the wrong way and caught it. He went tumbling down. Drew Toussaint thought the ball might drop, I guess, so he was a good 15 feet down the line at third. He did not tag up. And as a result, the Kernels failed to score with the bases loaded and nobody out. Here's a high pop-up. That won't score a run. Poor Chris Walston unable to drive the run home. He pops out to second. We're letting Wisconsin stay in this game. Bases loaded now, 2 out, as Chris Walston, first pitch swinging, pops to second. Poor Chris Walston is now 0 for 12 in the last 3 games. He needed a fly ball. He popped it up to second, where Oswaldo Navarro caught it. Well, now we're about to let Sidney Bayo off the hook, unless Jason Ramos can come through with something big. He did come through with something big in the 5th inning, a leadoff home run that made it 2-1 Kernels. It's 5-2 Kernels, bases loaded, 2 out for Ramos. Boy, oh boy, we have had a tough time scoring runs with the bases loaded and nobody out this season. Strike one into the knees to the switch hitter Ramos. We have had a tough time scoring runs with the bases loaded and nobody out this season. Let's see if Ramos can pick up Jordan Renz and Chris Walston. He lifts one down the line and left. It's a fair ball, and it'll be caught to end the inning. Well, believe it or not, Wisconsin has the momentum in this game now. Doggone it. How can you give the momentum to the Timber Rattlers? Well, the Kernels did it. They loaded the bases with nobody out, and the next 3 hitters were unable to deliver a run home. Jason Ramos lofted it down the left field line. The fly ball came 1 out too late for the Kernels. No runs, no hits, no errors. The Kernels had the bases loaded, nobody out, did not add to their lead, and Wisconsin now has the momentum in this game. The Kernels have left 8 men on in 8 at-bats. After 7.5, it's the Kernels 5, Timber Rattlers 2. You're tuned to Kernel Baseball in the Zone.
Did you know nearly 40% of all the waste going to landfills is paper? That includes newspapers, magazines, catalogs, junk mail, computer paper, cereal boxes, pop and beer cartons. Your friends at Cedar Rapids Solid Waste and Recycling encourage you to recycle those common household paper products by putting them in your blue recycling box on Collection Day. Save our landfill space. Recycle your paper waste.
It's tons of great items, tons of great deals. The Open Bid online auction is here. Open Bid is a local online auction where you can find thousands of dollars worth of new merchandise. Just click on Iowa.com and bid on motorcycles, home and garden products, furniture, appliances, gift certificates, and much, much more. It's easy and it's fun, but get your bid in now. Go to Iowa.com and check out the Open Bid online auction.
Chuck and Dale's Bar and Grill. We're a bar.
With great entertainment like the acoustic guitar of Jeff Bruner every other Wednesday and an all-new game room.
And we're a grill.
With homemade daily lunch specials starting at $3.75 Monday through Friday.
At Chuck and Dale's Bar and Grill, we serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We've expanded and updated our menu, so come on in and see what's new.
Chuck and Dale's Bar and Grill, 4958 Johnson Avenue Northwest in Cedar Rapids.
Put in Brett Martinez at first base to start the bottom of the 8th inning. Rafael Rodriguez has pitched magnificently through 7, giving up 2 runs on just 5 hits. And the Kernels lead it 5-2 as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Young Chi Chen, Asdrúbal Cabrera, Mike Wilson for the Timber Rat. Somebody's gone down. Someone is down in the Kernel outfield. I don't know if it's from a cramp or heat. Bobby Magallanes is raced there, so is the Kernel trainer, and one of the Kernel ball players, let me make sure I find out who it is. It is, well, I don't know. Somebody went down. I don't know if a ball hit him or what happened, but a Kernel player is flat on his back in shallow right field. He's now sitting up. It's Warner Madrigal. Warner Madrigal, I think, was hit by a ball that was being thrown in from the outfield. Warner is now sitting up. He is lucent and conscious. Both trainers, Jeremy Clipperton for the Timber Rattlers and Kernel trainer Eric Munson, are out attending to Warner Madrigal. Brett Martinez brought into this game to play first base, replacing Chris Walston in a 5-2 game. Well, Warner Madrigal either collapsed because of the heat or he was hit in the head with a ball. He is conscious, and he's being examined thoroughly by Kernel trainer Eric Munson. Hate to see anybody go down on an accident like I think just may have happened. Tommy Cruz, the hitting coach for the Timber Rattlers, one of the first on the scene. Warner is holding the back of his head, or perhaps the back of his neck, and he is looked over. We hope that Warner Madrigal, A, is okay, and B, will be able to continue in this ball game. I noted that Brett Martinez came into this game to replace Chris Walston, and Warner Madrigal went down, and it looks like the Kernels are going to have to replace him in right field. Aaron Peel, well, now Warner's back up on his feet, putting his sunglasses on, and Warner Madrigal is going to stay in this ball game. Warner Madrigal is going to stay in this ball game, despite, I think, being hit in the head with a baseball. The Kernels have Richard Giannotti, if needed. Well, a rather long delay as the trainers had to tend to Warner Madrigal, and Rafael Rodriguez will be given a few more warm-up tosses due to the unexpected injury, the downing of Warner Madrigal. Warner's back on his feet and positioned in right field, so apparently Warner Madrigal is okay. We're very excited to ask you, Kernel fans, to be a part of the Freedom from Hunger Challenge. The challenge is to raise 30,000 pounds of food for area assistance programs. On behalf of you fans, we've accepted the challenge to help the community raise that 15 tons of food for area food assistance programs by participating in the 3rd annual Freedom from Hunger Food Drive at Veterans Memorial Stadium. Young Chi Chen stands in, and a blistering fastball in at the knees to Chen for a strike. Young Chi tripled and scored in the 1st, struck out in the 3rd, and singled leading off the 6th inning. So he has 2 of the 5 Timber Rattler hits. Ball 1 low and away from Rafael Rodriguez. We're asking you, Kernel fans, to help strike out hunger by bringing donations of non-perishable food items to the ballpark beginning Thursday the 23rd and going through Sunday the 26th. And that would be wonderful if you would join us in that effort. Ball 2 low and away to Young Chi Chen. Brett Martinez is at first base here in the bottom of the 8th inning, 5-2 Kernels. And Rafael Rodriguez has pitched a marvelous 7 innings. Young Chi Chen pops one foul down the right field line. Warner Madrigal running hard, but it's up onto the grass slope seating berm. And it's strike 2 to Young Chi Chen, 2-2 to Chen. Thursday and Friday, the 23rd and 24th of June, a vintage Army troop transport vehicle will be parked outside Veterans Memorial Stadium. And that's where you can help fill that truck up with food before the Freedom Festival Parade on Saturday the 25th. A slider missed low and away, and it's a full count to Young Chi Chen.
Yeah.
Rafael Rodriguez has only walked 1 man in 7 innings. Here's his 3-2 delivery, and it's trickled foul toward the Kernel first base dugout. There is action now in the Kernel right field bullpen. 5-2 Kernels. Nobody on, nobody out. Bottom of the 8th inning here in Appleton. Wisconsin tied for the Western Division lead with the Clinton Lumber Kings. Ball 4 is a fastball high, and that's the way the 8th inning starts with the second walk of the day from Rafael Rodriguez. He tried to put a little extra on that fastball, and it sailed high. And Young Chi Chen reaches for the third time in 4 at-bats. Here comes Kernan Ronan, the Colonel pitching coach. We want to remind you that your non-perishable food donations will be accepted from Thursday the 23rd through Sunday the 26th. Just bring them to the ballpark, and you can put them in the vintage Army troop transport vehicle. Sounds like it may be an old half-track. My uncle drove a half-track in World War II and fighting in the Battle of the Bulge and helping liberate the Dachau concentration camp as a 18-year-old kid. There'll also be specially marked totes throughout the ballpark, outside the ballpark, to help our community enjoy freedom from hunger. Thanks for accepting the challenge, Colonel fans, for the 3rd straight year. Asdrúbal Cabrera, who has driven in one of the 2 Timber Rattler runs, reached on a catcher's interference call on Tommy Duenas' last time up. He bats for the 4th time. And lines one to second. Ramos has it. Throw to first. Safe. Safe at first base. Oh, good base running by Young Chi Chen. Asdrúbal Cabrera hit a BB right at Jason Ramos, the second baseman. After catching it, Ramos fired in behind the runner at first. Chen. It was a bang-bang play, but the base umpire, Joe Dobo, D-O-B-O, signaled safe. Signaled safe. Here's Mike Wilson with 1 on, 1 out. 5-2 Kernels, bottom of the 8th inning, Wisconsin batting. Mammoth pop foul drifting towards the third base seats. 2 Kernels give chase, Sandoval and Duenas, but it's about 8 rows up into the maroon box seats behind the Timber Rattler third base dugout.
Are they down?
It's strike 1 to Mike Wilson. Wilson is struck out, grounded to third, and delivered a sacrifice bunt. That's what he did in the 6th inning. It put the tying run at third, the go-ahead run at second, but Rafael Rodriguez got out of it. Mike Wilson lifts one high in the air to the left side. Freddy Sandoval staggers underneath it and puts it away for the second out of the 8th inning. Mike Wilson is retired on a pop-up to third, and there are 2 gone in the Wisconsin 8th inning. The Kernels leading 5-2 here at Fox City Stadium.
Number 8, Rob Johnson.
Kernels have out-hit the Timber Rattlers 9-5. The Kernels have committed 2 errors. One on the pitcher, Rafael Rodriguez, on an errant pickoff throw. That was back in the 5th inning, and it did not wind up hurting the Kernels, nor did the catcher's interference charged on Tommy Duenas in the 6th inning. A breaking pitch low and away to Rob Johnson, ball 1. Johnson had a bunt single taken away from him on a fine play by the pitcher, Rafael Rodriguez, back in the 4th inning. Rob Johnson is 0-for-3. He's a .296 hitter with a team-high 8 home runs. He grounds one fair past third down the left field line. The runner from first, Young Chi Chen, will race to third, and it's a base hit for Rob Johnson. Rob Johnson singled past Freddy Sandoval down the line and left. Young Chi Chen went from first to third easily as the ball died down the left field line. Rob Johnson has his first hit of the day. A seeing-eye base hit just past the diving Freddy Sandoval at third base. First and third, 2 away for Marshall Hubbard, a home run threat to be sure. He's belted 2 against the Kernels, 2 of his 7. Marshall Hubbard had a hit taken away from him in the 5th inning by Jason Ramos, who made a terrific play to his right.
What did I have to say?
Hubbard swings hard and misses strike 1 at a sinking fastball from Rafael Rodriguez. Man, has Rafael pitched well here this afternoon. Warner Madrigal, center fielder Aaron Peel, and in left Drew Toussaint, they're all playing one step from the warning track to try to prevent an extra base hit. Oh, an 0-1 pitch is a slider down and in, and it's ball 1 to Marshall Hubbard. 5-2 Kernels. Runners at first and third, 2 out for the Timber Rattlers here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Rodriguez comes set. Rafi delivers. The batter went around on a pitch in the dirt, and that's strike two. Marshall Hubbard pleads his case to the plate umpire, Jeff Lascola. Now Marshall steps all the way out of the dirt batting circle. He's in the hole, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Marshall Hubbard, a .305 hitter, is in the hole, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rafael Rodriguez has struck out 4 this afternoon. He'd love to make it 5. Ball outside, and the ball gets away from Duenas, but Tommy is able to corral it before the runner. Rob Johnson could go from first to second. 5-2 Kernels. The breeze has shifted now. It's blowing out very lightly towards right center field. Runners at the corners. Marshall Hubbard waiting for this 2-2 delivery from the Kernel right-hander with 2 out and 2 on. Kernels up by 3. Breaking pitch is in there. Strike 3 called. Rafael Rodriguez gets Marshall Hubbard looking for the final out of the 8th inning. And that puts a cap on 8 magnificent innings from the Kernel right-hander Rodriguez. No runs for Wisconsin in the 8th inning. A walk, 1 Timber Rattler hit, their 6th of the day. There were no Kernel errors, and the Timber Rattlers leave a pair. They've stranded 7. And after 8 in Appleton, Kernels lead the Timber Rattlers 5-2. You're listening to Kernel Baseball in the Zone.
I'm Dave Shea. For 35 years, I was news anchor for Channel 2. Now, with gas prices at $2 a gallon, check out Randy Kill Honda and save with great fuel mileage on all Hondas in stock. The safest family sedan, the Honda Accord, will definitely save the family pocketbook with 34 miles to the gallon. Get even better mileage with a compact Civic, getting you there at 38 miles to the gallon. Or check the amazing fuel mileage of the Honda Civic Hybrid, 48 miles to the gallon, and that's in city driving. Randy Kill Honda has a large selection of pre-owned Hondas, too, all with exceptional fuel mileage. Check them out at www.randykiel.com. Also, Randy Kiel offers a 7-year, 100,000-mile confidence guarantee on new vehicles. You can take my word for it, but you may also want to talk with other Honda owners. They're people you know, your friends, your neighbors, maybe even your relatives. I'm saving on gas prices by driving my Honda, and you can too. See Randy Kiel Honda on Center Point Road Northeast.
Race fans want the inside scoop on what's going on in the world of IMCA racing? Listen each Saturday morning at 8 a.m. for In the Pit from the IMCA Motorsports Radio Network. John and Junior take you around the Midwest and the country with the latest news, results, and interviews with the nation's top drivers.
Hi, I'm Doug Thompson of the IMCA Motorsports Radio Network. I hope you get a chance to catch John and Junior and In the Pit every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. from KCRG 1600 AM, The Zone from Cedar Rapids.
Alexi Casilla is going to try to reach base for the 5th time in a row today, leading off the Kernel 9th inning, 5-2 Kernels, and he watches the first pitch dip low and away from right-hander Sidney Bayo, a 6'5" right-hander. Now a fastball is outside, and Bayo's fallen behind 2-0. Sidney walked the bases full in the top of the 8th inning, but the Kernels did not score with the bases loaded and nobody out. A strike on the outside edge to Alexi Casilla, our Kernel Did You Know question here in the top of the 9th inning. Swing and a miss by Alexi, strike 2. You probably remember May 24th, 1935. Well, you may not remember the exact date and year, but the first big league night game was played at Crosley Field in Cincinnati. Swing and a miss by Alexi, and he's gone for the first time this afternoon. Alexi Casilla has scored 2 of the Kernel 5 runs. He strikes out swinging for the first out of the 9th inning. Our Kernel Did You Know question, after those 7 historic night games at Crosley Field back in 1935, it was 3 more years before the next big league team installed lights, and that was the Dodgers at Ebbets Field. So even after Cincinnati played 7 night games in 1935, it took 3 more years for the next big league team to take the plunge of installing lights. 1938, the Brooklyn Dodgers installed lights at Ebbets Field. And we'll have an addendum, a postscript to that Colonel Did You Know question. The 2-0 to Freddy Sandoval is a strike on the outside edge. The Tigers were the last team to install lights besides the Cubs, of course. It was called Briggs Stadium before it was called Tiger Stadium. It was called Navin Field before it was called Briggs Stadium. But it was June 14th, 1948 that the Tigers finally put lights in Briggs Stadium, soon to be Tiger Stadium. Freddy Sandoval swings and misses at a pitch up and in for ball that might have been ball 4. I'm not sure. It's a full count now to Freddy. Freddy with an inside the park home run his last time up. He grounds one to short. That's the first chance in a long time for Cabrera, and Asdrúbal Cabrera throws in time to get Freddy Sandoval. 2 away quickly here in the Colonel 9th inning. The Colonel's up 5-2 over Wisconsin. Aaron Peel is nothing for 4 today. Peel came in 10th in the league in hitting with a .319 average. And even though he's gone 0 for 4, he's still 10 for 23 against the Wisconsin staff this season. Strike one called to Aaron Peel. Colonels lost the opener here Thursday night 7-4, dropped the completion of the suspended game from Friday night yesterday 13-5, won the second game last night 7-5, lead here this afternoon 5-2 in the 9th inning. Peel loops one down the right field line. It's slicing, foul ball. Strike 2 to Aaron Peel. Our Did You Know question. Focusing on lights in the big leagues. I never knew that after Cincinnati put in lights in 1935 that it was 3 more years before another club followed suit. It would figure it would be Branch Rickey and the Brooklyn Dodgers. A high, lazy fly ball to Mike Wilson in right. He doesn't have to move a step. Aaron Peel is side to right. He's 0 for 5, and that ends the Colonel 9th inning. Aaron Peel drove in 4 runs in the Colonel doubleheader split yesterday, but he's been held in check this afternoon. The Colonels go in order for the first time today. 1-2-3-0 across in the top of the 9th inning. Rafael Rodriguez will not try to go the distance. The Colonels are bringing in right-hander Miguel González. After 8.5, Colonels 5, Timber Rattlers 2. You're enjoying Colonel Baseball in the Zone.
There's a reason Dick Ramsey is the #1 home seller for the #1 real estate company, Skogman Realty. It's because Dick Ramsey works harder for you than anyone to make selling your home easy for you. Take Dick's one-of-a-kind home trade program. Buy one of Dick Ramsey's homes and Dick will buy yours. Dick Ramsey provides 2 other unparalleled services: a free 1-hour telephone loan approval and a free 1-hour telephone appraisal on your property. Dick Ramsey of Skogman Realty, the #1 home seller for the #1 real estate company.
Who's that cool cooking man? King of the grill, who's your patio? Your patio. Charbroiled sausage flipping man with the buns, who's your patio? Your patio. He only cooks when it's good, #1 for taste and fun.
Econo Foods is the place to save on Clements Fine products this week. Shop Econo Foods for hot pricing on Clements.
3rd on First is the place to meet friends Fridays for lunch and after work. Tall Boys, cheeseburgers, fries, and onion rings are all just $1.50 each from 11 a.m. until 8 p.m. That's a lot of food and a beer or two for under $10. Sundays, stop in for karaoke with Jen and $1.50 Tall Boys and domestic beers. And Monday through Wednesday, get $1.50 bottles. Tall Boys, well drinks, and domestic draws. Look at all $1.50 can get you. Only at 3rd on First, 3707 First Avenue Southeast.
A crowd of 2,686 taking in this Sunday afternoon action, the final meeting between the Kernels and Timber Rattlers in the last 2 weeks. We took 3 of 4 from Wisconsin in our home ballpark a week and a half ago. The Kernels, with a 5-2 lead going into the bottom of the 9th here this afternoon, bring Miguel González in for Rafael Rodriguez. Miguel González pitched here Thursday night, gave up a home run to Matt Tuiasosopo, who's not in the lineup today. 1-inning pitch for Miguel on Thursday. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 strikeout, no walks. And his first pitch is up and away, ball 1 to Brandon Green. It's the lower third of the Wisconsin order here In the bottom of the ninth inning, we'll give you the final impressive totals for Rafael Rodriguez after this next pitch that's popped in the air. This should be the first out of the inning. Miguel González is calling, but now Jason Ramos comes dashing in from second, and on the grass between the mound and second, Ramos gloves it for the first out of the ninth inning. Miguel González gets Brandon Green to golf one high in the air to shallow second, one gone on 2 pitches here in the ninth inning. Rafael Rodriguez was brilliant in 8 innings. The Colonel right-hander gunning for his 5th win of the season, 8 innings pitched, 2 runs, 5 hits, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, no hit batsman. Boy, Rafael Rodriguez was dynamite this afternoon. A strike in to Oswaldo Navarro from Miguel González. Miguel is working for the 3rd time on this road trip. Right-hander wearing his Red Sox up high, and his breaking pitch is low and away a ball to Navarro. Miguel González is working out of the Colonel bullpen for the 6th time this season. No record, an ERA of 5.63. A 1-1 count to right-handed hitter Oswaldo Navarro. 5-2 Kernels here in the bottom of the ninth, and a shot foul into the backstop by Navarro. He's in the hole 1-2. In 8 innings, Miguel González has given up 5 runs, 5 earned runs on 9 hits. In 8 innings, he's fanned 10 and walked only 1. The league is hitting .281 against Miguel González. Line drive into right, a base hit for Oswaldo Navarro. Oswaldo Navarro singles into right with 1 out here in the Timber Rattler 9th inning. That'll bring in Josh Womack, who walked and doubled against the departed Colonel starter, Rafael Rodriguez. 5-2 Kernels. Wisconsin has a runner at first with 1 out. Navarro, with a very good piece of hitting, went the other way when he was in the hole 1-2. Josh Womack, a left-handed batter, takes just outside a fastball. We're back at home to start a 7-game homestand that will wrap up the season's first half. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock start, we host the Burlington Bees. Josh Womack is batting with 1 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Kernels have now out-hit Wisconsin 9-7. I think I must have missed one of the hits for Wisconsin. Ball 2, high and outside from González to Josh Womack. Let's see, I have the Timber Rattlers with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, yes, I want to revise the line on Rafael Rodriguez. First, the 2-0 pitch to Josh Womack. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Rafael Rodriguez went 8 innings, gave up 2 runs on 6 hits. I said he'd given up 5 hits. He did indeed surrender 6 hits to the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers in 8 innings. He did strike out 5, and he walked 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to Josh Womack. Miguel González is set. The pitch. High, ball 3.
This kid throws hard.
3-1 to the number 9 hitter. Number 1 requisite of a relief pitcher, throw strikes. Let's see if Miguel González can do that. Instead, he throws to first, and Oswaldo Navarro is back standing up. Kernels up by 3 in the bottom of the 9th inning. Wisconsin has a runner at first with 1 out and a 3-1 count on their number 9 hitter, Josh Womack. Womack tags one hard into straightaway center. Aaron Peel drifts back to make the play. Terrific pitch by Miguel González as he gets Josh Womack to smack it hard right at center fielder Aaron Peel. 2 gone in the bottom of the 9th inning. 2 gone, and the batter is Sebastian Boucher. Boucher 1 for 4 on the day. He's been a handful this entire series. In fact, the 8 games that the Kernels have played against Wisconsin, Sebastian Boucher has been an offensive terror for the Timber Rattlers. He has 12 hits in 29 at-bats against our pitching staff. The runner goes, and no throw. It's a stolen base for Oswaldo Navarro. A strike is called to Sebastian Boucher. So stolen base number 7 for Oswaldo Navarro. No throw by Tommy Duenas. Tommy's out to talk it over with Miguel González. Strike 1 was in to Sebastian Boucher. Aaron Peel is shaded into left center for this left-handed batter with an open stance. 2 gone in the bottom of the 9th inning. The Kernels hold a 5-2 lead over Wisconsin. A tipped foul behind the plate, and it puts Boucher in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. Miguel González wears number 1 on his Kernel red knit top. He's trying to record his first save as a Kernel and save it for Rafael Rodriguez. I think Miguel González may come right after Sebastian Boucher. The 0-2 is tapped to third. Freddy Sandoval has it, throws to first low, and it gets away from Brett Martinez, and the inning continues. The Kernels should have won this game, but now lead it 5-3. A low throw by Freddy Sandoval, and Sebastian Boucher is at second base. And the Timber Rattlers now bring the tying run to the plate, Young Chi Chen. An error on Freddy Sandoval. He usually makes all the plays at third. He had to come in on that tap to third, and he let up on his throw, and it's an error on Freddy Sandoval, the third Kernel error of the day. Oswaldo Navarro scores to make it a 5-3 game, and Sebastian Boucher went to second. So the Kernels, within a good throw at first of a win here, now have the batter tying run at the plate. 2 out here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Freddy Sandoval had to come in, but he gloved that one on the first top, and his throw got under the glove of Brett Martinez, the new Kernel first baseman. I'll be darned. Here's a line drive. Caught by Alexi Casilla. A snow cone catch at short to end the game. Young Chi Chen lined it through the middle, and Alexi Casilla flashed to his left, reached out and stabbed it to end the game. What a catch by Alexi Casilla to bring the Kernels a well-earned split in this series with the Timber Rattlers. 1 run for Wisconsin in the 9th, 1 hit, 1 Kernel error, and 1 left by the Timber Rattlers. The Kernels gain a split with Wisconsin and go 4-4 on the 8-game road trip to South Bend and here in Appleton. It's a delighted bunch of Kernels who are congratulating each other between first base and second, or between the mound and second base, as they give Rafael Rodriguez his 5th win of the season. Rafael is 5-2. Miguel González gets Young Chi Chen on a line drive up the middle. Alexi Casilla reached out, and a snow cone catch to help the Kernels to a 5-3 win here this afternoon. 5-3 Kernels. We'll enjoy the game recap, totals, and highlights in just a moment. This is Kernel Baseball in the Zone.
You see in amazement what Tara Dikides does with snowboard slopestyle, or Sean White on the Super Pipe, or Brian Deegan in Moto X, and you think they're fearless. Well, they're not.
But they're close.
Closer than us. And that's why we watch them.
And that's why we'll make sure to catch
ESPN's Winter X Games 9 every night at 9 p.m. between January 29th and February 1st. The Winter X Games is proudly sponsored by Edge.
Frank has just finished shaving with refreshing new Edge Advanced Shave Gel. Edge with a cool new formula. Frank confidently struts to his apartment with his new irresistibly cool Edge shave when his roommate returns with his date.
Oh, Frank, this is Isabella.
Ciao, Francesco.
Isabella kisses Frank politely on the cheek.
Oh.
And again.
Francesco. Francesco. Oh, Francesco.
New Edge Advanced Shave Gel. Refresh your shave.
Time for the Kernels Curtain Call, right here on the Zone, ESPN Radio 1600 AM. With a recap of all the action, the State Farm Major League scoreboard, plus a look ahead to the next Kernels game, let's rejoin the voice of the Kernels, the one, the only John Rogers, here on the Zone, ESPN Radio 1600 AM.
outstanding road trip for the Kernels. They weathered the two best teams in the Midwest League. The Kernels, having lost the first two of this series in Appleton, 7-4 Thursday night, 13-5 yesterday, in the continuation of a suspended contest from Friday night. The Kernels bounced back from a 2-0 hole in the second game last night and captured the second game of the Twin Bills 7-5 to set things up for a series split, which they earned here this afternoon, 5-3, behind right-hander Rafael Rodriguez. Welcome back to Fox City Stadium. I'm John Rogers, your play-by-play host, and I'm pleased to recap this Kernel 5-3 win for you. The Kernel leadoff batter, Alexi Casilla, reached his first 4 times up today. He had 3 hits and a walk, and he scored the game's first run in the first inning. Alexi singled to left off starter Julio Santiago, advanced to second when Nate Sutton was hit by a pitch. Sutton would have to leave the game after he ran in the first inning. Alexi Casilla stole third in the first inning, and with 1 out, Drew Toussaint drove him home with a sacrifice fly to center. The Kernels led after 1/2 inning, 1-0. But that lead disappeared quickly as Young Chi Chen drilled a 1-out double off Kernel starter Rafael Rodriguez, a 1-out triple rather, in the first inning. And then Asdrúbal Cabrera tied the game with a grounder to second. Young Chi Chen scored to tie the game at 1. Unexpected source of power for the Kernels, Jason Ramos led off the 5th inning, batting right-handed against lefty Julio Santiago, and he belted his first home run as a Kernel over the left field wall down the line. It put the Kernels ahead 2-1. But in the bottom of the 5th, an unexpected source of power for the Timber Rattlers, Oswaldo Navarro, with 2 out and nobody on, he socked his 3rd home run of the year off Rafael Rodriguez. That tied the game 2-2 in the bottom of the 5th inning. Drew Toussaint, though, slugged his 6th home run of the year, leading off the 6th inning. It came against Chad Fillinger. The first batter Fillinger faced was Drew Toussaint, who took him deep over the center field 16-foot-high wall. Drew's 6th of the year, and it made it 3-2 Kernels. Wisconsin put their first 2 men on in the bottom of the 6th inning, bunted them over to second and third. That's when Rafael Rodriguez earned his keep here this afternoon. He prevented the Timber Rattlers from tying the game or taking the lead when they had runners at second and third and only 1 out in the 6th inning. Rafael got Rob Johnson to bounce out to third. Then Marshall Hubbard tacked back to Rafael Rodriguez. A high chopper. Rafael threw Marshall Hubbard out, and that ended the great chance for the Wisconsin team to tie it or take the lead in the 6th inning. In the 7th inning, Chad Fillinger gave up a 1-out or a 2-out infield single to Alexi Casilla. Fillinger had struck out the first 2 Kernels, Walston and Ramos, but Casilla reached on an infield single that he bounced over Fillinger's head. Freddy Sandoval then belted a deep drive down the line in right. Mike Wilson on the run could not get it. It bounced away from him towards home plate. Alexi Casilla scored all the way from first with 2 outs to make it 4-2, and Freddy Sandoval was waved home by manager Bobby Magallanes, coaching at third. Freddy's dramatic belly flop head tie to the back of home plate allowed him to dodge the tag of Rob Johnson, the catcher, on the throw home by Mike Wilson, and the Kernels, on a 2-out inside the park homer by Freddy Sandoval, took the lead in the 7th, 5-2. Wisconsin put 2 men on in the 8th against Rafael Rodriguez, but he struck out Marshall Hubbard to end the 8th inning. And then Miguel González came in the 9th, gave up a 1-out single. With 2 outs, Sebastian Boucher bounced one to Freddy Sandoval, who threw low, and it got away from the new first baseman, Brett Martinez, and that allowed the runner from second, Oswaldo Navarro, to score. Sebastian Boucher went to second, but Miguel González's first pitch to Young Chi Chen was lined off the batter's trademark up the middle, and Alexi Casilla lunged out to his left, made a snow cone catch to end the game. Kernels, 5 runs, 9 hits, 3 errors. We left 8. The Timber Rattlers, 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They stranded 8. Rafael Rodriguez, the winning pitcher. He's 5-2. He went 8 innings, allowed 2 runs on 6 hits, fanned 5, walked 2, and did not hit a batter. The loser for Wisconsin was Chad Fillinger. He's 2-3. Miguel González picked up his first save of the season in working the 9th inning. He did allow a run on a hit. It was an unearned run, and Miguel González struck out none and walked none to post his first save as a Colonel. The game took 2 hours and 49 minutes, and 2,686 were here to see the Kernels gain a split in the series with Wisconsin, a 5-3 Colonel win. I know I've been rather hard on the Kernels at times throughout this first half, but I want to reiterate how proud the ball club should be of itself and how happy I am for them. They faced in the last 2 weeks 16 games, 8 against Eastern Division leading South Bend, 8 against Western Division leading Wisconsin. What did the Kernels do in these 16 games? They won 8 and they lost 8, so that's proof that the Kernels are certainly capable of playing with the best in the Midwest League. We're going to take a break now from Fox City Stadium as the Kernels win it 5-3. Up next here on the Colonel Curtain Call, we'll enjoy the Access Direct play of the game. This is Colonel Baseball in the Zone.
When we were children, we were taught to save for a rainy day, but what if it rains harder than you expected? Tanya Sedlock, your professional Pekin insurance agent at Weidenhammer Andrews Agency, understands about the storms that life can bring. Whether you need auto, home, business, life, or health insurance, Tanya will review the coverages you need for your life and the lives of the ones you care about most. Help the sun shine on your life with a visit to your hometown Pekin insurance professional, Tanya Sedlock, at Weidenhammer Andrews Agency.
Traveling today can be somewhat hectic, even downright confusing at times. Why not let Tri-State Travel take all that frustration out of your travel plans? Whether you want to experience a cruise, enjoy a weekend getaway in Las Vegas, or just need to make airline, rental car, or hotel reservations, Tri-State Travel's Westdale Mall office can help. Our experienced staff can lower your travel stress level so you can get more enjoyment out of your journey. Stop by Tri-State Travel's Westdale Mall office today and get ready to travel worry-free.
Welcome back to Fox City Stadium, where the Kernels played very well to cap this 8-game road trip. They wind up 4-4 on the road trip to South Bend and Appleton, and the Kernels now have whipped the Timber Rattlers 5 out of 8 times in the last week and a half. The Kernels win it today behind Rafael Rodriguez 5-3 over Wisconsin. The Kernels led 3-2 in the 7th inning. On the hill was Chad Fillinger. After he struck out Walston and Ramos, Alexi Casilla reached for the 4th time in a row on an infield single, a tap over the mound. That brought Freddy Sandoval to the plate. Let's listen to our Access Direct play of the game.
What a great 6 innings for Rafael Rodriguez, the Colonel starter. Freddy Sandoval drives one way back to right, way back in the corner, and Mike Wilson makes a great effort. It's off the wall, and the scoring is Casilla. Mike Wilson falls down. Freddy Sandoval is going to try to come all the way home. He is safe! He is safe, and Freddy Sandoval has rounded the bases and given the Colonels the lead. Freddy Sandoval scores all the way on a high, deep drive down the right field line. I don't know if it'll be an inside the park home run or an error on Mike Wilson, but the Colonels have taken a 5-2 lead here as Freddy Sandoval drove one high and deep down the right field line. Off the wall, and then it ricocheted far, far away back towards the regular right field position of Mike Wilson. Mike then stumbled, picked the ball up. Bobby Magallanes had already waved home Alexi Casilla, and he kept windmilling his arms, telling Freddy Sandoval to keep going, and Freddy dove in head first across the dish
with an inside-the-park 2-run homer in the 7th inning, our Access Direct play of the game. It did give the Colonels a 5-2 lead in a 5-3 win here in Appleton. Access Direct, proud to bring you the Colonel play of the game. Access Direct is looking for team players. They're hiring now. What do they have to offer? Well, fantastic benefits at Access Direct. 10 personal time off days per year, 6 paid holidays, medical, dental, vision insurance, an $8.50 hour starting wage at Access Direct, plus a casual dress code and a fun, friendly atmosphere. Access Direct. To join their team, call them at 261-0260. That's 261-0260, or log on to Access Direct's website at www.accdir.com. That's www.accdir.com. Freddy Sandoval's inside-the-park two-run homer in the seventh inning propelled the Kernels ahead 5-2 in a 5-3 victory here in Appleton. That's our Access Direct play of the game. We'll return in just a minute with a complete look at the State Farm Major League scoreboard here in the zone.
At Zimmerman's, we believe that the voice of the customer speaks the loudest. Let's hear what our customers have to say.
We chose Zimmerman because our family has been buying cars. I guess we're probably the third generation to buy cars here at Zimmerman's.
My family's about 18 cars at Zimmerman's. 18. I ought to get a little bonus or something, wasn't it?
We build our reputation on one satisfied customer at a time. On behalf of everyone at Zimmerman's, I want to thank you for your business.
Your Cedar Rapids and Marion High-Bees are proud to support one of our community's most renowned and cherished assets, the Cedar Rapids Kernels. Your Cedar Rapids and Marion High-Bees believe in the core values that comprise the essence of Kernel baseball: fun, wholesome, affordable entertainment for us all. As you look ahead to the many joys of summer, your Cedar Rapids and Marion High-Bees encourage you to visit the fabulous new Veterans Memorial Stadium. Your Cedar Rapids and Marion High-Bees, embracing Kernel baseball, a community treasure.
An inspiring Kernel win ends this eight-game road trip. The Kernels upend Wisconsin 5-3. The Kernels belted 3 home runs today. Ramos his first, Toussaint his sixth, and Freddy Sandoval his second. And inside the Parker, a 2-run shot inside the park home run down the right field line. And that was our Access Direct play of the game moments ago. Win number 5 for Rafael Rodriguez, who pitched magnificently in 8 innings during this hot, humid Sunday afternoon. Our final segment of the Colonel Curtain Call has State Farm Insurance agents Gary Schubat, Lanny Peterson, Dale Thompson, and Al Shetler bringing us a complete look at the State Farm Major League scoreboard. Let's begin with our parent club, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. They played at Shea Stadium this afternoon, and they edged the Mets 4-3 Angels. It was the Athletics trampling the Braves 11-5 this afternoon at Turner Field. Interleague play in Miami at Dolphin Stadium, Texas whipped the Marlins 6-2. The Nationals did it again at home. They trimmed the Seattle Mariners 3-2. Frank Robinson, without a doubt, the Manager of the Year candidate, as he leads his Nationals to another one-run victory at RFK Stadium today, 3-2 over the Seattle Mariners, the parent club of these Wisconsin Timber Rattlers. It was the Reds knocking off Baltimore at Great America Ballpark this afternoon, 10-6 Cincinnati. Philadelphia completed a sweep of the Milwaukee Brewers. The Phillies are playing great baseball, and at Citizens Bank Ballpark, they dumped Milwaukee 6-2 this afternoon. Houston shut out the Blue Jays at Minute Maid Park today, 3-0 Astros. They're in the top of the 12th inning at PNC Park. The Devil Rays 5, the Pirates 5 in the top of the 12th. Those are all the finals we have on the State Farm Major League scoreboard. They're in the top of the 8th inning at Busch Stadium, and the Redbirds are ahead of the Yankees 5-2. Top of the 8th inning at Coors Field in Denver, Rockies lead Detroit 7-5. Cleveland is shellacking the Giants in the top of the 4th inning in San Francisco. It's the Tribe 5, the Giants nothing, top of the 4th inning. Bottom of the 4th inning at Petco Park, the Padres 3, the White Sox 2 in the bottom of the 4th. The Twins and Dodgers are tied in Los Angeles in the bottom of the 4th. Minnesota 2, the Dodgers 2. And in the top of the 3rd inning at Bank One Ballpark in Phoenix, the Royals nothing and the Diamondbacks nothing. The game you'll hear right here in the zone tonight at Wrigley Field. The Cubs host the Boston Red Sox. You can hear it right here in the zone at a little bit before 7 o'clock. That's our complete look at the State Farm Major League scoreboard, brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Dale Thompson, Gary Schubat, Lanny Peterson, and Al Shetler. Well, total commendation and total respect and praise for this Colonel Ball Club. They went 4-4 on an 8-game road trip, 2-2 in South Bend, 2-2 here in Appleton, and have ended a string of 16 games facing the best 2 teams in the Midwest League. What did the Kernels do in those 16 games? They won 8 and they lost 8. Rafael Rodriguez was magnificent this afternoon. He pitched 8 innings, gave up just 2 runs on 6 hits. the Kernels belted 3 home runs, including a 2-run inside the park home run inside the park by Freddy Sandoval, and the Kernels upended the Timber Rattlers 5-3 to win their second straight in this series and to gain a split in the series. Wonderful baseball played by the Kernels on this 8-game road trip on which they went 4-4. We'll greet you tomorrow evening to start a 7-game homestand, the first of 7 at home against Burlington and Clinton. We'll have the South Slope Communications Triple Play show for you at 6:40 tomorrow evening. 6:40 tomorrow evening is South Slope Communications Triple Play show time. Join myself, legendary sportscaster Bob Brooks, and Colonel Broadcast Assistant Julia Jansen for all the fun starting tomorrow evening at Veterans Memorial Stadium, 6:40 South Slope Communications Triple Play show time. 5-3 Kernels. Thanks to you, listeners, and thanks to Jake Glenth, our in-studio engineer, for all of his fine work at 2nd Avenue and 5th Streets in downtown Cedar Rapids. The Kernels finish up the 8-game road trip strong, winning the second game of a twin bill last night 7-5 and capturing the series finale here in Appleton today 5-3 over the co-leaders of the West, the Timber Rattlers. 5-3 Kernels. Have a great rest of your Sunday afternoon. This is John Rogers wishing you well from America's Dairyland. This has been Colonel Baseball in the Zone.
This has been a special sports presentation from The Zone, ESPN Radio, 1600 AM, Cedar Rapids. Now back to our regularly scheduled ESPN programming already in progress.